the thunder! This better be good.
Okay, there we go. Welcome everyone to the GDSL 1v1 tournament analysis. We're going to be analyzing some of the replays from the 1v1 tourney. We have some one round of 16 match we haven't covered yet, and we have some round of 8 matches still to go over, so we'll be going over them today. And with me is Kachar. Hey Kachar.
Hey. Hello.
So we're going to go over some of the matches from the 1v1 tourney. We're getting close to the finals, right? Like, it's round of 8 today, and so the matches are just gonna get more and more exciting from here on. And yeah, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the finals are soon. We'll try to cover, like, we'll try to catch up. Not sure if we're gonna do all the matches, but yeah.
Well, we'll analyze them at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's start over with that match that we have still yet to cover from the round of 16, which was Torgi against PinkGuy.
Yeah, so Torgi, the 1v1 veteran against PinkGuy, the newcomer. PinkGuy trained with Sashka a little.
PinkGuy is Korean, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Could be.
Yeah, the characters, I recognize their characters for sure. Alright, so we have the match. It's a PvZ. Okay, I like it. PvZ. This should be Zerg favored, right?
Definitely.
Maybe not if you ask Shashka, but I think you ask anyone else, and I think everyone will say they'd rather play the Zerg. Oh yeah, we have no delay today because we're covering just replay, so feel free to make it more conversational if you guys want. Let's get talk more. Message me or message on stream. Okay, opening T2 opener for both. So Torgi not even gonna try to go for like some sort of stalker play. Just instant. He made stalkers, but then he instantly made like Oracle Dark Templar. What do you think?
I think it's just bad. Because
okay.
then you don't have the Archon, and if PinkGuy just scanned, he would win that wave.
He wanted
Then
to
you
make an
push
overseer.
back. Yeah. I think anything but like one Zealot, one Archon, one Oracle is just an auto loss against Zerg.
One Zealot, one Archon, one Oracle?
Yeah. On round 3, and if you lose that round, then you just get pushed, and then it's like no coming back.
Yeah, I don't know. When I played PvZs, I played it more like stalker heavy. I never tried going for this like Archon push. Yeah, there we go. Now there's a stack from the Zerg. Okay. He gets a pretty good disruptor shot, but I think the swarm hosts are too much now. The numbers are stacking. Look at the amount of locusts now.
Yeah, as soon as you don't clear the swarm host, you're in the DS.
Yeah, just a couple swarm will stack and then you're dead, dude. There's nothing else.
So now the only way would be to gas up and try to come back, but you know.
But you know, I lost the other day, and I'm not sure where I went wrong. But I lost to like some sort of Colossus stack.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried countering the Colossus with like lurkers, but I still lost. And I'm not
Okay.
sure where I went wrong. So maybe that's...
Where were your
Yeah.
corruptors?
Like Raptors?
Mm-hmm.
Getting killed by Void Rays?
Okay. So there wasn't enough corruptors.
Well, he stacked at the Nexus like a bunch of units. And that's...
Okay.
And he killed me. And here we go, first Colossus out. It's he needs like a he needs to stack the Colossus at the Nexus.
At the Nexus, yeah, because the cannon stack is always like very weak.
Yeah, I would have kind of just rather not show the Colossus, maybe. Just hide it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because now you're giving the Zerg time, right? Like he knows exactly what he needs to counter. It's not a question of like, oh, is he tier 2 and he's gonna make mass like Archon emo, or is he gonna do tier 3? Now he knows exactly what he's doing at like 7 minutes and he can already start countering. So unless there's a big mistake from the Zerg here, I would count on PinkGuy.
Because you wanna come out with like 2 or 3 Colossus at Nexus, maybe even 4 if you can, and then
Yeah.
he like starts with responding with Corruptors, and you start responding with Void Rays. Like you never want to be adding Colossus while he's adding Corruptor. I think you want to be
Yeah,
adding Void
because
Rays.
exactly, because now it's very obvious. Like, okay, so he added a second Colossus. Okay, I'll add like 2 more Corruptors, you know. So basically, when you're behind and you wanna build a stacking army to push, you want to surprise the enemy and make it hard for him to come up with a counter.
Carrier. I'm surprised the
Yeah.
Carrier, no, not Void Ray.
Well, one carrier can stack really hard. Like if he adds a couple of Void Rays here, he would definitely stack the carrier because the corruptor count is so low and he made a Broodlord.
Oh hey, Darkway, thank you for the sub.
Oh, I need to enable my second monitor so I can read the chat.
Yeah, this is a match from the round of 16. The finals will be played on Thursday at 15 CET. Well, that's if everything goes right, but at least that's what it's scheduled right now for. It's for Thursday at 15 CET. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of the carrier. I don't see what it does. Like, you're already trying to push with Colossus, and the respawn for the Colossus is going to be Corruptors, and the Corruptors are also a respawn for the carrier, so I kind of want to see just like 3-4 Colossus and then immediately Void Race.
I mean, it can work. Like if the Zerg lets you bank minerals, so like he's not building units that could actually like kill you, then you can at one point make like 3 Colossus, 1 carrier, and then start adding Void Race, and then that carrier will like stack super hard. But I mean, yeah, a good Zerg will probably just like make a mix of units that will be kinda prepared. Oh, there's a mothership, okay?
Oh, he sold everything for carrier
Okay, he
mothership.
sold, yeah.
And two, three. Okay, now he gets +3. What do you think about this?
That he lost too much money to be worth it, and the Zerg can just sell the ground and counter with, like he's doing now, just counter with mass corrupt or get armor, and that's it.
Yeah, but the Zerg is so slow to respond.
I
Like,
think it's good enough because this cell is really weak. Like it's one of the weakest things you can do it as Protoss.
yeah, okay, now he sold. Yeah, okay, it was a very delayed response, but he can still sell a little bit more. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. The Infestor is just completely negates the... This is what I don't like about carriers versus Zerg. It's like the Corruptor is already super strong against the carrier, and then
Yeah.
you can get a Shroud, and then the carrier does no damage, so it's irrelevant. Like, I like carriers versus Miuras, but I don't like it
I mean
versus anything else.
the thing is you can't really get Shroud. If he does like I said, if he does the Colossus +1 carrier into voids and then he pushes you, you can't really do the Infestor because he still has ground, right? He still has disruptors. So your Infestor is not gonna work. But
Yeah, with
yeah.
disruptors, that's a good counter to the Infestor.
And you know, by the time your air dies, the Shroud will already be gone, even if you recasted it before the disruptors killed it. Okay, so we have a ZVT.
Okay, here we go. Game number 2 again. Torgi against PinkGuy. PinkGuy took game number 1.
Yeah, good start for the newcomer. He won that pretty convincingly. Like he kept the cannon. There was no scan, but he still restacked with the swarm cost and pushed over.
Yeah, and then he never let go from there, right? Like he
Mm-hmm.
transitioned pretty well. He countered pretty well. It's just like the start of Koreans dominating direct strike. Kitchar?
What? What?
Isn't it the start of Koreans dominating direct strike as well? It's like it's not enough
Mhm.
for them to dominate the arcade. They also want to come into DS. Beat us here too.
Who won the world championship?
This year,
Mm-hmm.
the French.
Mm-hmm. Who was the other guy in the grand finals?
The Finnish.
I don't think they'll be dominating anything anytime soon.
Well, they were the semi-finalists, so it's not like they're that far off.
Sure.
Okay, Ling Bane. I don't know, like, do you think Bio would have beaten this? I feel like he transitioned too slowly. Like, he went for T2 too early, I think is what I'm trying to say. Like, he didn't commit hard enough to the Bio.
If he was pushing and he spread with Marauder's front, he could have probably beat this opponent.
Yeah, because anytime you're like half split into Ling Bane and then some Roach Hydra, I think you can just Bio push that.
Mm-hmm. Or like I mean, what Torg is doing is very risky because if the Terran just opened tier 2, like one leap could just kill him.
Yeah. I'd much rather play this from the Zerg perspective.
Yeah, it can be a little easier.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these early libs. I think I don't know. Okay, so here's my best Kachar impression, right? You lose the cannon, you're supposed to gas up, and go for a mid-game push or a late-game push. Not try to stack libs at the early game. Like this, you almost just forfeit all of this and just go straight for a mid-game push. So like double gas at least, and then try to surprise your opponent with either libs or tanks. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure like PinkGuy has the experience, so I think when he saw the this link bane, he was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to stack these lips because he doesn't have much anti-air, and then he got like stuck, and now he knows that it's late to gas, but he took it anyway.
Actually, I think he when he saw the Ling Bane, he went T2 for Hellbats. And then
Yeah.
and then he thought he was getting pushed anyway. He's like, oh damn it. Okay, he
Yeah,
just
I
left the
think-
game
yes,
here.
okay. Yeah, okay, so he realized that it's...
He's like, okay, CVT, not my thing. Or TVZ.
I mean, he was all over the place here. I think he got surprised by the links. Like, I think he was expecting just the regular Hydra play, because that's what he was probably practicing against.
It's very common, right? Like, if whenever
Yeah.
I play, I just do that over and over again.
Exactly.
That's Hydra. Here we go. That's like
And
the
then
games.
someone comes in.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, the games. Go on.
Oh, the games for me starts at like 4 minutes. You know, like I'm sure that's when the game starts. Like, you know, I just gotta T2, get my Hydras up, couple links, whatever, or roaches, and then I start playing the game. It's like, okay, let me see what's going on with my opponent. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know, I always open Hydras pretty much. I
But
tried opening
no.
roaches at one point. Didn't go too well for me.
I tried opening the Paxis build, and like it's really, really strong actually. With double queen, one roach. Because like you win against pretty much everything, and you keep pushing the Terran, and he can't push back before the tier 2 timing. So like you just keep the middle for
Wait,
like
what's
3
the
minutes.
packs?
Oh, 2 queen, 1 roach.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad, you know, because like what if he's gonna open tier 2 and make lips, you just make Hydras and the Infestor and he's dead, you know, like that the lip won't work. And they're good against bio, like it's not a bad build. If you micro the Ravagers,
I just don't have an issue when I open Hydras, you know? Like I always take the early game, doesn't matter who I'm playing against. I played against David
well,
and 3 times and I beat him 3 times. And I took the early game. Like even if I lose it, I can still come back with Ravagers.
I think in the last couple of weeks the builds have become a little more clean. So I'm not so sure about that anymore.
Well, it wasn't. No. It was like the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, double lurker plague because Torgi. Man. Okay.
So he has a scan. Ah, double scan. Okay. The
Okay.
pink guy took the armor, but he's still lost now.
Okay, this is fine. Like, it doesn't matter. Even if you're losing at this point as a Zerg, you can still come back from here. But I think the only right way to come back from this position, split the links a little bit more. I think the links are supposed to cover for Hydras, not
Yes,
go front and die.
I don't like. I mean, I don't like the links in general. But if he made them, he should definitely put them behind. So
Yeah.
they don't die to the leak.
You could put a couple front, but not put all of them front. You just need a couple to tank for the Hydras, and you want them to be coming from the back and just trickle in. And also, I think you need the maximum amount of surface area, not the least amount of surface area. I wouldn't put my Hydras in a corner. I would spread them as much as possible. The other thing I would do is, like, if you're losing like this, the only right approach for you to come back, in my opinion, is Ravagers. Because if your opponent's going for Bio, Ravagers will eventually beat Bio. Like, it will. You don't need none of this Corruptor, none of that. You don't need Infestors, no more Lurkers, no more Lings. Just keep adding, like, Ravagers and Hydras. You want to get, like, at least 6 Ravagers, and then, or 4 to 6 Ravagers, and keep adding Hydras, get your, +2 armor. Don't need attack upgrades. That's a mistake I frequently see, where people go, like, +2 attack on Hydras for no reason. It's happened so frequently. You don't want a second Lurker. It contributes nothing.
You don't want Infestor unless he has slips.
Yeah. Like, you want Infestor if you're pushing, or if your opponent has slips. And even if you're pushing, like, it's still better to go Ravager than to go Infestor. Because the Ravager is just so much better.
Also, but there's like a bad thing that can happen to you if you make Ravagers.
Ghost? Tank?
Yes.
Doesn't matter. You still, it's...
Mm.
David did that to me. I still won. But it can't be like this late. It can't be 9 minutes late. Like, you need Hydras spread out. As soon as you're losing, start adding Ravagers. Like, you have to take the game at like 6 or 7 minutes. I think it's probably around the window. But no Ravagers is just impossible, because you can't clear the bio.
So I would really like to see an Infestor here. There's 3 lips. Okay, so there he made one. It's a little late though, I think.
Yeah, no, it's already over at this point. Like, if you're a Terror and you're dominating the Zerg for this amount of time, I think it's very hard to come back. Even if you like Lurker Corruptor your opponent, like he can still, he's so far ahead at this point for 10 minutes having middle. He can still make like a really good push later on, like stack things at base.
But he stacked some. Look how many Lurkers.
I don't think it matters.
You see, and now the lips are gonna land and the Lurker's gonna kill them.
It's so hard to lose mid if you've had it for 10 minutes as a Terran. You're doing things right. Like, you have this Viking.
I agree.
Like, you have Lip Viking and you're pushing. It's a good place to be. And then you can start stacking whatever you want. Like, you can start stacking some Medivacs as well to help with the Infestor Lurker.
Yeah, you split up the Hydras from the Lurkers, and then yeah, you see the Lurkers just run forward.
The Hydras are too busy attacking Liberators that they're not really attacking your bio. Yeah,
So, like
see,
in
now,
situation like this, it would probably be better that he just rushed Ultras, and because Ultras would at least be able to clear the ground, while Lurkers just go front and, you know, they burrow, and by the time they burrow, they're dead. So.
I don't like the Mass Lurker. I don't know. I tried it against Kida, and I almost lost the game.
When you're pushing, it's fine. When you're defending, definitely not.
Oh, well, I was pushing, and then he made me be defending.
Okay, but I think we talked about that game, and I think you were a bit late on your anti-air, or what happened?
No, late on the.
Or
I didn't
on
make
the Ultra?
Ultras.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, hasn't been an issue since.
Okay, good.
I think I've lost it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
I'm not losing against Terran at all.
Okay.
It's Protoss the one that's meeting me, funny enough. And the ZVZ, I'm not having issues either.
Well, I don't know. I was. Oh, it's over.
Yeah, just PinkGuy just tapping out very quickly. This is some.
Oh, yeah. He knew it was over.
Okay, well, GG.
GG. Yeah, I was talking to Sashka, and mm, he said he's happy with how everyone's like getting better, and that is kind of the point of the tourney to like get people more invested.
D-
And
I'm getting so much better just from talking to you and watching than I've ever
mhm,
been in 1v1 before.
yeah,
I'm at the peak of my 1v1 career.
okay, nice. Let's play some games after the turn.
No, no,
What?
no, no. I'll smash pubs and I'll be happy.
So yeah, anyway, we were
Well, I can
talking,
help you
and
practice.
we'll see.
Or
Okay,
maybe I'll
sure.
help Torgi.
Okay. Oh, for the third place. Oh, I see. hmm But no, yeah, I think like the meta, because we pushed the meta so far in this last couple of weeks. Uh, like we talked with Sashka, and probably after the turn is finished, we're gonna do some like games, like all the matchups, and show what we learn. Like because there's so many new builds and ways to play that I don't want to reveal anything. There's a lot of
You know,
things that people still haven't seen.
you know, it's
Mm,
always interesting. And this happens all the time, by the way. Every single
yeah.
time people say like, "Oh no, DS is figured out," like, "Oh, we already know how to
Not at
play."
all.
But 1v1 is figured out, 3v3 is solved, whatever. And then we'll make a tournament and something new will always show up. Every single tournament
Mm,
without fail. A new strategy is discovered in every single tournament there's been so far. I've played this game for like 3-4 years now, I think. And
mhm.
every time it's been the same. Everyone thinks everything's figured out and someone comes
Oh,
up with a new strategy. Oh my god, PinkGuy just absolutely tapping out at
okay.
2 minutes. He was okay.
That was okay. That was fast.
Didn't give me
Didn't
even
expect
time.
this.
Yeah, didn't even give me time to finish talking.
Okay.
Well,
Well, the GG, I guess.
GG.
Torgi advances.
Yeah, I think Big Guy. If I had to say something, I think he has to be a little more committed to his Terran TVZ play, right? Like I feel like he was too. Did he even go T2? Oh, I can't see.
We can go back in the replay a little. So,
Yeah, what happened here?
well, he has it queued up.
Well, okay, first of all, let me start by saying that I don't like building in middle at the early game. I kind of like building in a corner, so you can damage the next
Um,
wave and stuff like that.
I would say it depends what your goal is. Like, I would usually put sides round one and then mid round two if I'm doing
Oh, we're
something
winning.
that requires me, like. So he finished tier two, yeah, and then there was no lurker, and he's like, okay, I'm dead. And he got Steam. Okay, no, this is unwinnable. Uh, It's tier two, it's Steam. It's like just. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't
Yeah.
think you wanted to stay T1 a little bit longer there.
hmm
It's hard because I'm not saying it's easy, but you do kind of have to predict when the lurker is coming. You need to take like a guess, and
hmm
his guess was wrong this time. Like you do want to kind of try to figure out when the lurker is gonna come out.
hmm
Sometimes it's very early, sometimes it's a little bit later. It's kind of the Zerg side to make it unpredictable. But you want to be T1 before that comes out. I've also
hmm
noticed that you want to hide it. The way you can hide a little bit that you're staying T1 is with your upgrades. Because if you
hmm
go Stim +1 combat shield, your opponent's gonna be like.
Exactly. Like, what else? Yeah, it's probably tier two. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right, so I think the way you want to go about it is you kind of want to hide your upgrades. You don't want to get them all at once.
hmm
Um, and hide and kind of keep some money in case you want to go T2s. I don't know. I'm not obviously there's different ways of approaching this, but I can just point out that it's very obvious for the Zerg to know your opponent is going T1 or T2 from the upgrades.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a big indicator. So yeah, Terran kinda needs to get the upgrades when he needs them, right? If he needs them. So you kinda need to see if you're gonna win your wave or not, and then decide.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of tapping out. That was a pretty fast one. But GG, Torgi is going to advance from the round of 16 to the round of 8. And PinkGuy gets eliminated. Now, it was very important for everyone to try to make it to the round of 8. Like I said before last time, round of 8 is where you have extra lives. Like, you have to place for the 5th place. So even if you lose in the round of 8, you still get to play a couple more matches. So I think it was very important. This was a very important match for both of them, and I was sad to see PinkGuy get eliminated. He showed a lot of promise in game 1. He won, and then he made it to the round of 16, which is already huge for him. So, congrats to PinkGuy for making it this far. Sad to see him go, but that's how tournaments work.
Yeah, and I hope we see him in the next turn. Hope he's gonna keep playing.
Okay,
He has potential. He just started playing, so.
Yeah, and already taking games off Torgi. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I can show... Let me see if I could do something here. I want to show the round of 16 results, but just the round of 16 results.
Yes, so no spoilers.
Let me see how I can do it.
Just zoom in real bad. I mean, a lot. Sorry, my friend sucks today.
Okay, let me see if I can share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong one. Okay. I think I have here and screen capture. And then I can do... Alright, not the cleanest way of showing it, but I think I should be able to show it anyway. So this is the round of 16 results. Just going over them real quick because it's been a while. So Kachar took down Condom 3-0. Kida took Andre 3-0. Davidmaster took out Jake 3-0. SeaInside 3-2 over Bunny. Shashka 3-1 readout, which was a super fun game. If you guys watched that game that readout took off of Shashka, I recommend watching that one. It's hilarious. Temilian versus Pax was really close. Pax triple pro toss didn't work out. Torgi 3-1 over PinkGuy, and then Teja didn't play, so he forfeited that game. That's why we didn't cover it. So this is the round of 16 results, and now we'll be going over the round of 8 matches.
Yeah, so like we said, my match was covered by readout, I believe. So we're just gonna skip that.
Yes, so from the
And
round...
I'll post all those matches on YouTube, like as soon as the tourney is finished. Maybe I'll start even today, since I got some free time.
Right. So from the round of 8 matches, the next matches is Kachar versus Kida. But like, Kachar was saying that match was covered by readout, so there's that. Now we'll be going over the other matches. So first off on the list is Davidmaster versus SeaInside. Let's go watch that one. Oh, these guys have the longest name.
What?
The names are too long. It doesn't fit like in one line in my screen. I've just shortened them up. David versus Z.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. CBCs to start things off.
We have a 9 link opener. Okay.
I like it. I like this Ling opener. It's my favorite.
Oh man, I don't want to talk about ZVZ. Like we played so many of them. It's just, it's just like, it's a freaking coin flip in the end. Like because there's so many builds that counter each other. That like there is no one build that beats them all. And then yeah.
My favorite approach is
Hmm.
this approach that Davidmaster's doing. I think this is the way I like playing it the most. Maybe not.
Okay.
Okay, maybe this is already going a little bit different from the way I do it with so many mutas.
Hmm.
But this is one of my favorite ways of doing it, where I'll go Lings into muta, but and then I think I transition a little bit faster into Roach Hydra. But it's mostly some sort of Roach Hydra muta, and then the new discovery, for me at least, is
Hmm.
that Lings contribute so much in the early game. It's absolutely ridiculous for how cheap they are, how much they
Hmm.
contribute.
Yeah. But like this is really bad. I mean, this could end up really bad for David if he got Infestor on the round where he saw the 6 Muta, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or 7. Like if there was just one Infestor, like the only DPS that David had was like 2 Hydras and the Lynx, and you can just fungal the Link and the Muta at the same time, and
Yeah. No. So a couple of things I want to point out. First of all, it's that Davidmaster has his links behind the Roach Hydra. That's absolutely the correct play. Um, you don't want the links in this case to tank. You want them to tank for your Hydras, but you don't want the links to tank for your Roach or Muta. Like you want the links to contribute damage, um, a little bit because they do a lot of damage, but you want them to tank for the Hydras, but not for Roach Muta.
mhm. Okay, so this is canon, yeah?
Yeah, I
Um,
think I'm kind of confused a little bit about the way that he played it, SeaInside, because he stayed front the whole time, and like I think the only way for you to come back is like you gotta let the cannon clear a wave at least, so you get one clean fight.
well,
Or
sometimes you're hoping that somehow your units will stay alive and you're gonna catch them. And then, but that would be possible if he made the infestor. Like I think then.
Queen. There's Hero Queen as well. Like I think
Hmm,
we saw in one of the games where someone opened Muta and the other guy went like one Queen Hydra, and it
yeah,
worked out
that
beautifully.
can also work. Hmm. So you really need to be careful with how many mutas you make. I think like the magic number is like 4 to 5, depending on what the enemy is doing.
I found 4 to be like what I'm okay making. Anything else is tough. But there's
Hmm.
definitely tips and tricks because you can first, for example, the first wave of Muta spawn, you can spawn them at the back, and then the second wave spawn them front, and they'll kind of catch up
Yeah,
with each other. There's still things you gotta do in
that,
the early game.
yeah, but like if both are doing it, it evens out, right? And then it's like, I hate this matchup, seriously. I don't want to play it anymore. It's like when both people know what they're doing, like sometimes it becomes just a simple, like random, like, oh, like this link hit that, and like these 2 Hydras hit the same, unit, and it died faster, and then you lost. Sometimes it's just like completely random.
Yeah,
Uh,
against experienced players, I guess it's not my favorite matchup because it will feel like who can one up. It's like more of a mind game than anything. I feel like
yeah.
has its place, but I don't think it's It's not gonna be based off of micro.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, TVZ is a little bit. It's a lot of mind game as well, but it's also a lot of micro. That's very important. Like if you're losing, you need Ravagers. You gotta land the vials. Like there's quite a bit of fun aspects about it, but CVZ a little bit painful for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially because there's like no comeback potential. Like you can't really play like any late game or anything. It's like because like in TVP, in TVZ, like there are builds where you can guess first and then do this and that, and like it's much more interesting, right?
Funny enough, there is one game where I almost lost the late game, after having complete dominance of the early game, and he stacked Vipers,
Hmm.
and I didn't make Vipers to respond to his Vipers, so and then he stacked like 1 billion of them, and he pushed all the way to mid, but then he like microed the Vipers at mid, and that's how I was able to come back at the game. But he was about to push me with Vipers.
I'm just not sure that he can keep pushing after you reset the stack.
Yeah, that maybe, yeah. Probably not. Alright. SeaInside versus Davidmaster. SeaInside opening with Stalkers in CVT. And David opening Mass Widowmine. I'm not sure what this is.
I mean, yeah. Like C should definitely have an advantage here. He just needs tier 2, get an Oracle, blink back and take the early advantage, kill the cannon.
I'm so confused by this. I don't think I've seen this a lot. Nice blink dodge there from SeaInside, dodging the Widowmine shot. David's gonna make a Hellbound and a Raven. Dude, I don't know what I'm covering here. You go ahead. You got this one.
Well, it's just like I don't know. David doesn't play a lot of PvP, so I don't know what can I say. Raven is wrong. Mines are like not that great.
Sheshko, we will be covering Raul. It's just like he's the last match in the run of 8. And he didn't play in the round of 16, so there's not a lot to, I can't cover games that don't exist.
So he got the lib, but like I don't know if he just keeps blinking back and stacks a big ball of stalkers, he should be just fine. I would definitely turn off auto blink.
That's a lib stack, and now the third wave of libs is gonna stack here. And David's now adding bio because he feels like he has enough libs to push.
Yeah, I mean this auto blink is really hurting him because he's not like gaining any ground like in the terms of like blinking back. Because he could actually stack in the middle, right? If he kept blinking back, and then 3 lines of stacked stalkers would just like destroy this.
He made 1 lib, stacked them into tree at the cannon, and then he just kept going bio. He has a medevac for each bio unit as well.
And now there was like auto blink on the left side, and he didn't kill the libs because of the auto blink.
Oh, that's really bad. This is a big army
Yeah.
now.
So I think the biggest problem here for C was the auto blink, and he added too many adepts. Definitely too many adepts. Like he needed maybe 2, and that's it. But like even then, if he just made stalkers and blink back, I think he would already win this. Because there was no real threat to stalkers. There was no bio. It was just like mines and 1 raven and 1 lib. That was it. And you can just avoid that. And, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm super confused by this gameplay, but now I kind of see it starting all coming together for Davidmaster to stack lib medevac and then add bio. Stalkers don't really have any DPS; they can't out DPS the medevac heal, and there's no stim for the bio either, so it's not gonna get pushed.
And the disruptor, I don't agree with.
Well, David is pretty clumped, but
Yeah, I know, but still.
yeah, I don't think you're gonna. Oh, and then you get 0 kills there. Like he's not getting enough value out of the disruptors. You gotta kill at least 5 marines with every shot, and I don't know if that's possible. Okay, and SeaInside's just gonna tap out. GG.
GG. Well, we're just running through these games today. Okay.
Yeah. I think everyone,
Speedrun.
because everyone was playing till the like 20-minute mark, but here it's like, okay, I'm not gonna win this. Tap out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, David 2-0 over SeaInside.
And see, like Sashka saying, he has good micro overall with everything. I agree. I think he's just out
Lazy?
of practice here. Out of practice and a little lazy, and because definitely the auto blink is just a mistake that like he overlooked. I think if he played more against this style, like if he played 2-3 more games, I think he would figure it out for sure. Because he did play against this, like this is like an old build, you know, like opening mines. This was like 2-3 years ago maybe.
You know,
And
I do think this is how being out of practice looks like. It's like you're like cutting
yeah,
edges, you're
exactly.
cutting corners. You're like, maybe I don't need to blink here too much, just auto here and stuff like that. Try to focus on the game. But when you're in practice, you're like, okay, if I don't blink here, I'm dead. So I'm absolutely gonna blink here. I'm gonna do this, do that, do like these things that you absolutely have to do to get an edge.
Yeah, because in 1v1 it's like it's very unforgiving, right? Like if you play against someone that knows, like that has a clean build and know what he's doing, like if you're not gonna play clean, you're just gonna lose 100%. There's no, you know, because the races are pretty even, so you don't have like a huge advantage, like you know, like in commanders where one commander like just rocks the other one and like you don't have to think much, like you just yeah. It's kind of rare that the matchup is really even, but here every detail matters. Okay, so will he have here too?
Oh no, it's very late. It's
In
30
time
seconds
to.
away.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely late. I'm surprised David made so many links.
How
Usually
many
the
links did he open with?
13.
The,
It's
if
usually
he has
9.
more.
It's usually 9 because that's what you can get afford and go T2.
Mm-hmm.
But he went 13, so I'm a little bit surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now SeaInside has the stalker count. He stacked them up very nicely. Lots of blinks. Oracle gonna come out, so the revelation's gonna be there for the lurker. This is looking pretty good for SeaInside. It's looking amazing, actually.
Yeah, he stacked at the right time, so his tier 2 was actually like not terrible. He didn't get the revelation up, but so he had to scan there. Let's see. Okay, he hit some Hydra. He sniped the lurker. That's good.
Gonna stack a disruptor here, maybe? No, okay.
No.
Oof. Nice shot there. Gets 3 Hydras. That's value right there.
Mm-hmm. He has the +1 armor. Okay. Not the best. Yeah, I think like you see, as soon as you don't hit the Hydras, this happens, right? Now we have like A lurker from the previous wave?
Well,
Yeah.
it's almost like the disruptor did 0 damage because it hit a lurker but didn't kill it. So it's basically 0 damage. But here it's still okay. If he can stack these 3 disruptors, I don't know, maybe 2
I
seconds
see
in.
a mistake from David. He has +2 on his like 10 Hydra.
Look, yeah, SeaInside's still ahead. This is still pretty good for him.
Yeah, I think that this +2 was really bad from David. I'm not sure why. Oh, but the cannon didn't die. Now he can be in big trouble.
Missed the disruptor shots as well. 1,
Yeah.
2, 1.
And it's over.
Well, there's one third Templar there, no scan. He's going to town
Yeah.
with those Hydras. There's
Oh,
the scan.
he spotted it, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay,
he
no,
has Overseer. Okay.
no, bro, he's dead. Three swarm hosts stacked. Disruptor's gonna miss again. Like 1 kill, 2 kill. They're just like tagging units, and that's it. Yeah, okay, this is it. You can't miss disruptor shots. You absolutely can't.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like even if you miss one, it can be like.
Well, we saw Shashka win with Protoss against Zerg, and basically just don't miss disruptor shots. Everything else from SeaInside was pretty good.
He
I
had
don't know
some nice
about-
shots there.
I don't know about that Immortal. What do you think about an Immortal?
I mean, he made it to clear the lurkers faster, but and now he has the Archon, which won't help much.
I don't know. My opinion, like if you lose mid, you kind of have to like stack at Nexus. Like at this point, you can't stack Stalkers anymore. There's too many Lurker Swarm hosts. I feel like you just gotta go Colossus or something.
I mean, there's still a chance until you lose Cannon, but after you lose the Cannon, it's like so hard for Protoss. Like, sure, there's a chance for you to stack on the Nexus, but that's like usually against people who make mistakes.
Yeah.
Do you see, like, this is a pretty solid stack. Like, he kept some. Yeah, but he didn't kill enough, I think, with the disruptors now. Let's see. It's all gonna come down to these shots.
David is so insanely spread. There's no way disruptor shots are gonna get a lot of value.
Yeah, like he just barely didn't have enough here to push.
See, like he's doing good disruptor shots. It's just like David is so insanely spread. Like if you look at David's space, it's so ridiculously spread out. And the queens also hurt a lot when you're trying to do disruptor shots and you're not double tapping units. Like you can see like a lot of hurt lurkers and they keep stacking every wave because of the queens. And
but it's hard even to double tap when he's spread like this, you know? Like you're trying to decide what you're gonna double tap, and then it's okay, that wasn't bad.
Ooh,
and this is a huge
stack.
stack.
Yeah, okay, I see. SeaInside doing some really good stuff here. These disruptors gonna shoot again? Yeah, that's massive. Damn, it's really close actually.
Can he finish the game now though? Let's see.
He blinked in for the cannon.
Because his stack is gone here. And now we have
the Zerg stack.
The Zerg stacking.
This is very dangerous. There's so many
Yeah,
swarm
like
hosts
if he
stacking.
misses now, he's dead. He missed. Okay. So it's like, you know, he hit the the lurkers behind the Hydras and he didn't kill them.
He's got so many immortals. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
man, no, they're just...
he keeps tagging them, but he doesn't kill them.
Mm.
Even Brute Lord's gonna come out now, and I think that's a GG Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You build it, you got the perfect stacking Zerg army. You've got Swarm Host, Lurker, Brood Lord, Queen against like Void Ray, Immortal Disruptor. That's it. He's adding Zealots. I'm super confused by that.
Yeah, the Zealots are never a good choice after. Like, if you're gonna open the tier 2, then Zealots, sure. Other than that, yeah. They just don't have a place. Like, once the lurkers stack, like, there's like 2 hits and the Zealots are gone.
Damn, man. Zerg is too strong.
And yeah, like Sashka said, Void Race, he's skeptical. I think that Void Race you can add when like you're pushed to the Nexus and like, you know, you need them to cover the Colossus or something, and then they can help with your stack until you can kill the Nexus. Okay, so yeah. GG.
Ah, SeaInside. I'm sad you couldn't practice. It would have been nice to see you practice some PvC games and see you do your best.
Yeah.
C has even similar shots to me. I don't know. I think you were hitting Hydras a little bit more. Too many Immortals. Void Rays. Okay. Right. Well, GG. David's gonna take it 3-0 over C.
Oh, that was the last game. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like the only person capable of winning PvZs is Shashka. Everyone else that's tried has failed. It's like that. Not because they're bad. It's like the Zerg just needs like good positioning and good units, and the Protoss needs to do such an insane amount of work to win compared to the Protoss. Sorry, compared to the Zerg, Protoss has to put in much more work. Alright, so we covered Davidmaster versus SeaInside. David ended up taking 3-0 in the round of 8. He moves on to the semifinal. SeaInside gonna move on over to the lower bracket of the round of 8 to try to fight for that 5th place spot. Next, we'll be going over Shashka's games.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do Sashka now.
Thank you for the subs every stream, Kachar. It's very nice. Appreciate it.
Yep. Sure, of course. Thank you for streaming.
I want to know who would win Shashka versus Shashka PvZ. I think you get to see something close to that in the finals, but don't want to spoil too much. Alright. So we have game number 1 between Shashka and Tim.
So team's opening 7 links.
Seven lings. That's a,
Mhm.
and then he adds more. It's a weird amount of links. Okay.
It's for the tier 2 build.
But can't you build 9?
No. If you do 7, you can get an extra Hydra on round 3.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Team figure that one out.
Oh, blinking front. I thought you would blink back. I guess he wants mid. I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah, because he's gonna win this anyway, because he's tier 1.
The manual blinks from Shashka. Here comes the lurker. Is Shashka T2? I don't think he is.
Oh no. I mean, he wouldn't be winning like this if he was tier 2. I don't think you can like blink aggressively into Hydras if you're tier 2. So now he's just blinking front to like try to keep the middle.
Shashka cancelled T2 and then restart. Oh no, he just started. Okay.
Mhm.
Alright, lurkers being a problem.
Yeah, so Sashka just trying to keep the middle now. You can see he's still front. So he's trying to keep the middle for as long as he can while he's stacking up. So he moves back now. He's probably gonna try to kill himself here fast, or he's gonna... Okay.
Yeah, actually, he is gonna commit
Yeah.
suicide.
So now he can get a clean stack on the next on the cannon.
What? Some side blink action, trying to dodge the lurkers as much as possible, and then catch up with the other stalkers. Now he has a stalker stack.
Yeah, but this corruptor is a mistake. Like,
This
This
corruptor
is-
is contributing nothing.
he made it to block the oracle, but
But they can still scan, like it's not a big deal.
yeah, against the stalker build, it's not a good option.
This
Like
has happened to me.
you're missing almost 2 Hydras of DPS, right?
You know, this has happened to me in 3v3s where I'll go corruptor to counter like some libs or something else from like another wave. But then if you ignore the stalkers from your own wave, like they will become a problem eventually. Like you absolutely need DPS against the stalkers. You can't just ignore them.
Yep. I mean it's already close, right? Because and then you really need like every unit you can get.
Yeah, you really need like some sort of stack here, no? Like some sort of swarm host, queen, lurker combination. And the corruptor is none of that.
And also the problem with the corruptor is because it's not serving any other purpose. Like if there's a mix of anti-air and only ground hitting units, then you know the corruptor will at least split, and then you know if there's zealots they will run forward. If there's you know, but he only had stalkers, so there's really no benefit to.
Yeah, I think that also the disruptors are killing lots of Hydras. But also, like, if you look at Temilian's positioning, it's nowhere near as spread as Davidmaster was. Like, Davidmaster was insanely spread.
Yeah, he could use the whole field.
Yeah, Tem is chilling at the back. Okay, it's a nice stack here from Tim. Disruptor's all gonna miss from Shashka, so this is gonna be a push from Tim.
Yeah, but there's one problem, and I'm not sure Tim realized. Like, did he? No, okay. He didn't scan yet. So if you look at Sashka's base, you'll notice that he's on free gas.
Oh, damn it. These Disruptors just cleared every Hydra that was pushing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nice because Shashka gets to buy some time for his triple gas to kick in.
Yep.
Well, I don't know, Shashka. You were saying that you played very similar to SeaInside, but I see so many nuances here and there that are extremely different. It also helps that Temilian went for Corruptor, but there's still like a lot of tiny details here. Look a little bit more optimized. So many disruptors here now.
Yeah, I think Temilian really needed to be like more spread here.
And I think you want to be front also to catch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least some units front to catch. Maybe like a couple links front, a couple hydras, a couple queens to catch ASAP.
Yeah, I think it was also the lack of practice. I believe that I saw Team playing Kerrigan Survival like the whole week, the whole week before these games. It's like practice. Yes, Kerrigan Survival.
He does enjoy Kerrigan's survival quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he's stacked here and like he's almost about to push, but yeah, like I said, he didn't scan. He doesn't know that Sashka's actually on free gas, and
The third gas is about to pay off very soon. But
yeah, and it's not just that, right? He also had the middle for like half the game, so you know, like if he was pushed back with free gas, then like I would still say the Zerg has a good chance to win, even on one gas. But if they had to meet for like 50-50 and Protoss is on free gas, I think this is just unwinnable for the Zerg.
dude, even when the Protoss is winning, the match feels so scrappy. Like it's so back and forth. It still swings from side to side. Like even if you're playing really well from the Protoss, it doesn't look like it's one-sided at all. It still ends up looking pretty close.
Mm-hmm. So those are there are the void rays that Sashka was saying, you know, void rays.
Saving the disruptor shots. He's gonna shoot him now. Yeah, I think him being so clumped. Okay, now he's spreading a little bit more, but he's still a little bit clumped. Like all the hydras are pretty clumped.
Yeah, and that's the problem because that's his DPS, right? So
Yeah, now there's 19 disruptors plus the next wave of disruptors. There's there was like 24 disruptors at one point. That is absolutely crazy. There's like a disruptor for each Hydra, for each lurker, for each swarm host.
yeah, I mean this is gonna hurt. Like, but still not enough.
I don't know. This looks pretty good.
Tempest, okay. So he's so far ahead on gas, he can just afford the Tempest. Good.
Tempest feels a little bit useless. Look, it's just tagging this corruptor.
He's getting ready for the Bruiser.
Oh
And
my
they
god.
will tank for the Colossus.
These disruptor shots are just clearing everything. Like, they've prevented so many stacks at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about having 4 extra gas of your opponent is making it very hard for Tim to come back here. And plus the disruptor is wiping everything out. Look, the disruptors is gonna come out, clear all of the Hydra. Ridiculous. So many Tempests now. The Tempest count now is at a point where it's actually doing some damage, and now Disruptor's gonna take the game. GG. Damn.
GG.
It's so hard to play PvZ actually like that. It's very complicated. But that's what it takes. That's what Shashka does to win PvZ. He's the only guy to make it work in this tourney so far. I think the PvZ win rate is like Pax was saying like it was under 10% or something, like something absolutely ridiculous like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see when Sashka meets on Zerg on his level.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Max. SeaInside, like disruptors are huge. He was hitting them a lot. I think Tim was helping him a little bit there as well. It's not like it was only like he. Don't get me wrong. Like Shashka had got micro control, right? But Tim helped them a little bit there. Like I think it was a little bit harder for you in your game against David because David was so ridiculously well spread. But yeah, he had like a whole page of disruptors. It's like, it's not about disruptors. Disruptors literally ended up winning the game. Like that's what killed the Nexus. So yeah, disruptors contributed quite a bit there, I think.
Yeah, it's very dangerous if you let the disruptor stack. So you really need to have enough DPS or other ways to deal with them, like wipers or stuff.
I think this is one of the first games that actually went for 20 minutes. Well, like most games ended up at like 5 to 10 minutes. Like it's been an hour and 20 minutes, and we're on match 3. Not even game 3. It's like match 3. And these are best of 5s. Like usually, one best of 5 will last like over an hour, and we're on the 3rd one. And we're
Yeah, I
going
mean we
on
can
to game
just.
number 2.
I think we can just like cover the rest of the turn if it goes like this. So we have TVT, okay. This can be an explosive one, like we can just see. So both open bio, okay. So yeah, I mean from here it's very like clear, right? Whoever wins the first 2-3 minutes, yeah, has a huge advantage.
Nice Reaper grenade coming out from Tim there. I liked it.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god,
My
that's so
god,
close.
and Team is holding the middle, okay? That was...
Oh, but Tim didn't build.
He didn't build! Oh my god, he was microing. And he didn't build.
Oh,
Yeah, this
that's
is
so
where
bad.
practice comes into play. Like, if you don't practice TVT like a lot, this is gonna constantly happen to you. I've
And
seen
now,
this from
wait, and now
basically
Shashka didn't
everyone.
build.
Yeah, I've seen this basically from everyone in this 30 so far. Like they keep missing the.
TVT is such a madness. It's such a it's so crazy. I think all the TVTs I've seen so far, the early game is just madness. You think one side's gonna take it, and then you think, okay, he has middle, so surely he's gonna win, right? It's like, no, buddy. It's super back and forth. Early game. After that, the game is over. But the early game is absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what the upgrades are. +1 for Shashka, and no upgrades for Tim. Oh, and I think that kind of showed there because that was close.
Maybe Tim's again didn't build. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I think the main difference, like, Shashka got +1 instead of Stim, and Tim got Stim instead of +1. And now Tim getting that +1 as well. Why is he stimming on the league?
Yeah, he's not focused, I think, on this.
I think it's over for him here. Like, if
Yeah.
you stim against league, there's 0 chance of coming back.
Now, like only if Sashka doesn't build for 2 rounds, and then.
Okay, Tim didn't stim, but let's see. It's okay, Reaper Grenades. It's just been a while. Yeah, okay, GG.
Okay, GG. Like he could potentially try the tank stack, but Sashka knows how to deal with it. So, yeah, tapping out is not like anything.
Yeah, I understand that, Shashka. Like, I understand that you didn't build thinking like, oh, maybe he's saving for T2, and then he kind of caught you there. But I really think he didn't build because he maybe didn't catch it on time, or maybe he wasn't expecting to. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. But I understand the Marines made sense if you think he was gonna go T2. Micro Reapers hard to build. Yep. It's very hard. It's like microing Ravagers. It's not that simple.
I mean, yeah, you constantly need to go back to the base. Like, even when you dropped a couple of, so you drop a couple of bombs, you need to go back, build, and go back and drop the rest.
Alright, let's go game 3. Shashka deciding to play one of every race. He's gonna go for Zerk this time. Shashka, where are the lings? What is this? There's no lings here.
I mean, like I said, there's so many ways you can open ZVZ. It's ridiculous.
Okay, 4 Muta opener.
Now he's just gonna have the Muta advantage. Like, team can only get 4, he'll have 5. But team didn't even build on this round, so.
I'm so surprised that he didn't build. Like, you should build here. I think.
He's trying to see what Sashka will do, and then he'll wait for the cannon restack. Like, he still had the middle for like a minute and a half, right? So, like, he can just wait for this to kill. Oh, okay, he built now.
Yeah, that's a mistake. This is. Now there's Muta catching Muta from Shashka. This is not possible.
I mean, he's still gonna reset here. It's fine. So now he needs to move front to catch himself, and he did a mistake. He moved on the other side, back in the other corner. Like, he just needed to move front here.
Yep, I agree.
Not sure he would catch himself. No, he would. Look.
Yeah, he'd already be here.
So he would win.
Okay, let's see. This is still okay. This is doable.
Mm, he has. Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
he
is still
really
doable.
needs to be, but he's not front and he's not lined up, right? So,
Yeah, if he was
and
front, he would have middle.
yes, and I think we like wait.
Where's that roach so from?
Didn't we go over this? Wait.
No.
Mm,
Yeah, dude. All of Shashka's advantage in this game is because he's front, and all of Temilian's
mm,
like losing is because he's back. Now he goes front, and like this,
but
I like this
but
position. Yeah.
but I think it's too late. He's gonna lose this wave, and then
Oh man, one round. Yeah, yeah, it was
yep.
too late. Shashka had too much middle juice. I think the Hydra, like, wait, hold 1 second. This is, I think this has to be wrong. The Hydras are so far behind. Why? Like, these Hydras should be
Yeah, yeah.
super close to the Roach Muta. There's no
Yeah,
reason for it
yeah.
to be so back.
They should be.
And the Lings as well, a little bit closer.
Well, and he should be in the middle, right? Like his corner is not great because your Hydra's gonna get stuck.
Yep. So those tiny mistakes end up making all the difference here. I think Temilian, if a little bit more optimized, could have absolutely taken this game.
Yeah, I think he had it because he would push, and they both had mutas, so there's like really
Yeah.
no real chance to come back after like round 4, 5, 5, 6.
Yeah, but now it's game over.
Yep.
Wouldn't be surprised if to see a tap out real quick.
So we have one armor on Temilian and one attack on Sashka.
Probably for like the Roach Ling interaction. Like yeah, having +1 attack, it's better to kill Lings, right? Yeah, okay, GG.
GG.
Well, there you
Okay.
go. Man, that was if Tim had done some like couple of small improvement and a lot of those games would have
Yeah, like
a lot
it's
better
just lack
spread.
of practice. Yeah, it's just lack of practice because these are like the details you need to know to beat good players, right? Like you need to know exactly when to be back, when to be front, and why you're doing it, and yeah. Like the positioning is half the game in standard, you know, in most matches.
Yeah, well, that was very sad. Okay, well, Tim Ganami lost the run of 8, and so he'll be going over to the lower lower bracket of the run of 8, where he will play for the first 5th place spot while Shashka moves on to the semifinals. And we have one more game, one more match to cover. We've already gone to 3 matches, dude, in an hour and 30 minutes. That is insane. Lots of quick tap outs. I think these players kind of recognize when the game's a little bit lost, and even though like there's some chance of potential to come back, I think they respect their opponents enough to know that their opponents probably know the right response to it, so they tap out a little bit quicker.
Yeah, and also I think there's like a safety cushion kinda because they know that even if they lose, they're still gonna have games in the for the 5th place. So maybe that's why I don't know. I don't know.
I think they also
It's like less. It's not like their tournament life is on the line, right? It's like okay, they lost, but they can still play, and so it's.
I think that's a great point. Okay, let's go over the last match from the round of 8. And that's Torgi versus Raul. Shashka wanted to watch Raul play, so we'll get to see Raul play now.
Okay. Where is Raul? Where is that guy?
I've heard with his new girlfriend. I don't know.
Still. Okay, good job.
Yep. Some of us only last a minute, but then there's Raul. Alright. Game 1, let's go. Torgi versus Raul. Raul regularly practices with the top players, so I'm expecting good things out of Raul, but Torgi used to practice a lot with the top players, so I'm also expecting good things out of Torgi.
I'm not expecting anything from Raul because he didn't play for 2 months or 3 months. I don't know
Oh,
anymore.
2 months. Oh my god.
It's like like it's okay if you wanna come back and play pubs, but to come back after 2 months and play the tournament. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
I actually
CVP.
didn't watch
Oh,
this game, so I have no idea.
actually, you know, if you preface this match telling me like Raul's out of practice and like similar to SeaInside, Raul is a Protoss player mainly. No practice and Protoss versus Zerg. That's maybe like not the best combination.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see how the T2 is gonna work out. Torgi committing to a lurker immediately. And
Like
Raul's T1.
yeah, but he's saving already. So I would say what we're gonna see here is okay blink micro, and then he's gonna mess up Oracle and Disruptor micro, and because those are the two that actually need practice.
No, look at that. That's some really good blinks. Good revelation here.
Hmm. Double lurker, wow,
I
that's
don't like
that's
this
a
at all.
lot. Yeah, like there's nothing to cover. Okay. Well, maybe we're gonna see Roll win here. Let's see.
Look, queen too.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, this can be just canon. Ooh, but I don't know about that blinking. Like he doesn't have enough now to kill.
Yeah, now he just suicided all the stalkers.
Yeah, it wasn't the time. Like he could just blink back and stack all those stalkers with this wave. Because there was nothing. Like there was those two lurkers. He would blink back. They would need to.
Oh,
Uh,
revelation. Oh, this is a little bit late on the revelation. He could have absolutely cleared all the lurkers there.
yeah, but he does like look. He can't clear because the stalker count is not there. Like the stalker count is fine if the no blink in and he won't kill the lurkers even because of
Oh,
the links.
the revelation is also taken out. The stasis ward is also taken out. No, Raul, you were doing so well, but the revelation was very late, like you said. Not the best Oracle micro there.
Yeah, and again we see the lack of practice, right? Like if he played at least like 10 games, he would know that blinking into the cannon at 3 minutes will like almost never land the kill. You just don't have enough units. Unless they really mess up and somehow you stacked three waves.
I like Torgi microing the lurkers. That's actually a very
Hmm?
cute play that Shashka told me because I didn't know before. And
Oh,
it's very
didn't
nice.
know, really.
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
thought that's common knowledge. Like so the lurker borrows one range uh like before the auto burrow if you manually do it.
yeah, so
For those
similar to
that didn't
libs.
know.
If you manually siege the libs, you get extra range. If you manually burrow the lurker, you get extra range as well.
Hmm.
And that range is just enough that the cannon doesn't reach the lurker if you do it manually.
Yep.
So
So if you do it on the cannon and you don't have the range upgrade, the lurker won't reach the cannon, but it will still stay out of the cannon range. So if you actually want to hit the cannon, you need to get the upgrade.
yeah, small things like that are very nice. Can make all
And
the
also,
difference in a game.
Also, if you're like facing disruptors, you usually want to manually burrow the lurkers, so they burrow. Sometimes they will burrow before the disruptors can land. Okay, so GG. I think that Raul just didn't want to go into the late game. And would rather play some other matchup.
He's like, nope, not Protoss again. I'm not doing this.
Yeah. I mean, at least PvZ, right? I think he would like he would like to play the PvT and the PvP.
Okay, Torgi gonna take game one. Some micro mistakes out of Raul there, and he was out of practice, and now he switched out of the Protoss. I think very expected. He's gonna play Terran.
Mm-hmm.
Against Torgi's also playing Terran, so a TVT.
I missed the loading screen. Was it like a picked matchup or was it random?
I think it was picked for both.
Okay.
Well, anyways,
Interesting that Raul didn't pick Zerg. Okay.
so we've seen how explosive this TVT can be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already favoring Raul here just because he's front. Although I'm not sure of
No,
the
he
Reaper
has
count.
the wrong composition for this. Yeah.
Yeah, where's the second Marauder? Well, now he's front. That's gonna be painful.
So he should move back now. Okay, he moved back. They both moved back. I'm not sure about Torgi moving back. Like I would just stay front if I'm winning. I guess he wants to hit the next wave, but
No upgrades from either side.
yeah, it's too early for upgrades. Yeah, like people make a mistake here and they get the upgrade here, and then if the other person just builds units, he will win.
Damn, Torgi's is dominating this.
Yeah, I mean he's spread. Like I don't like that Raul is so clumped up.
It makes the Reaper grenades have such like more effect. Like the Reaper grenades are, they do a lot more than what you would think they would do, because you have to think of the Reaper grenade as a sort of stun ability. So what it's really doing is, oh, well, that's not the Reaper grenade. Okay, that's really bad. But the Reaper grenade, you gotta think of it as a stun ability. It's stunning a lot of units, disabling their DPS completely. So if when you think about it from that perspective, Reaper grenade is absolutely amazing, right? Like it's stunning a couple units. That's a lot.
Yeah, and so far, like I've seen, a lot of people are not using them correctly. They're just auto casting, like on off. You should actually like layer them, right? Like tap like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then like you can just perma stun the enemy army, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you're stunning, and if you do it correctly, you can stun the opponent's army for a long time, and that actually goes a very long way in these TVT battles, like bio versus bio.
It does. Like, you wouldn't believe how much of a difference it makes. Like, you could be losing the TVT for minutes, and then if you're microing and he's not, you're just gonna win.
Yeah, for the longest time, people felt like you would only make like 6 Reapers in TVT in 3v3, but that's because everyone was just autoing every Reaper. But if you can absolutely make a lot more than just 6 Reapers if it's bio versus bio battles. If you're microing them or you're positioning them correctly, it goes such a ridiculously long way, man. Like stun is absolutely an amazing ability.
And
But
especially if you hit like in between the units, you know, and then you bounce some of them front to into your army, and you just DPS them down while you separate the other, you know, like so you bounce some front, some back, and then you can focus down some of the units. So yeah.
and there's also like actually I don't know what I was gonna say with that. Never mind.
Okay. So here's your Banshee. It's the Nawaz Banshee.
Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to say. So usually,
Okay, so,
yeah,
yeah.
Reaper grenades may have gotten like, kind of like, a little bit of hate or maybe like, because it got nerfed, right? Like you remember when Reaper grenades actually did damage? Like, that was a ridiculous time. It was so long ago, but Reaper grenades used to do damage. So then seeing them
How much
nerfed
was
it,
it? Was it 10?
enough for Beyond to win like the whole worlds is based off of that Reaper grenade.
Okay.
But like, so when it got nerfed to doing no damage, then you kind of like think they're a little bit bad, but the Reaper grenades are still amazing.
Okay.
Okay, well, GG.
Okay.
Okay, we're speed running through the matches today.
Nice.
The other day, it took like 5 hours to cover like 5 matches.
Yeah, now it's just this is ridiculous.
Speed running these.
We'll be done in an hour.
Well, this is the last match I wanted to cover today, but we still have plenty of time, so we could go over some more matches.
Sure. I'm trying to find the Reaper grenade damage before the nerf.
Okay, while you do that, we have a ZVZ on our hand, and the early game here is what matters the most. It's super important to see how the early game goes for these players. And starting off, we have Torgi. Yeah, Torgi against Raul, right? And the openers are Roach Ling against 2 Lings. So I think we've seen most CVCs played out slightly different. I kind of favor the 9 Ling approach myself. But also I'm a little bit biased because my main like practice partner and like main person I follow like the playstyle more and like closest to is like David, right? So my approach is very similar to his more than anyone else.
Yeah, I mean we've been practicing with David and Isaac. Like if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't get back in shape. So shout out to them.
No commitment from either side to anything. Wow, this is the longest I've seen a ZVZ with no commitment. Both players T2, both players not making a single T2 unit. Or not even making T1 units. And I think this favors Raul, because Raul is, you know, he's the one with middle, so he's just banking all his extra money. And now we see a heavy commitment from both sides at the same time. I don't know what tipped them off to say, like, now's the time, but now's the time they both committed. And it's going to be a Roach Hydra from both sides. I like this a little bit better for Torgi. I like more Roaches than Hydras earlier.
No, the one less Roach will always win.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. More Roaches from Torgi. More
Yeah, and
Hydras from Raul.
he didn't build. He spawned with right? Yeah, he didn't build. Raul didn't build.
Why?
I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw the third roach there, but it wasn't spawned.
I prefer this roach approach than like a heavier Hydra approach. I like this from Torgi.
I don't like it at all, but like he just needs to build one less roach, and he's always gonna win. So now he's just like, yeah, okay. But now he, of course, he's gonna lose. He has no roaches.
Yep,
Okay.
roaches are pretty good, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're cheaper than Hydras. Kind of comparable in trading 1-to-1, like roach to Hydra. So you can get more roaches. As long as they're all attacking, it's pretty good. You get +1 armor.
Oh, and
He got +1 attack. Slightly confused
Yeah.
about it. Like, if you have the higher roach count, shouldn't you get +1 armor first?
Mm.
I don't know. Not sure about the upgrade sequence, but I like roaches. They're pretty good in CVC against Roach Hydra. I like having the higher roach count. It's pretty good.
well, I mean, I'm just saying, you're always gonna lose with the higher roach count, as long as the other guy is just not making roaches at all. And like Raul should red his Hydra, like he's clumped up and then
Yeah, 2 of them not attacking, not contributing anything to the fight.
yeah.
I also want to add that why is Torgi back? For the love of God, please go front. There's so much middle juice going for Raul that absolutely he has no business having this mineral income.
I mean, he's trying to hit the next wave, but he could be like just in front of the mid line, and that would be fine. He would still keep the middle and hit the next wave.
Not a super fan of change into Ravagers, but it's fine.
Mm.
If you hit every bile, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 Hydras with 1 bile.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad at all. But now he's not shooting, okay. And I think this is the game.
It didn't really matter. Like, I think Ravager, Hydra, Roach, whatever he made there was gonna be okay.
Mhm.
As long as he didn't make Mutas. And even probably Mutas would still be fine.
What do you mean now? At this point?
Yeah, like, it's not the best,
Nah.
but he's already winning. He sat middle for
Yeah,
like 4
yeah.
minutes. Or 3 minutes.
Adding mutas, unless you pushed over the cannon, is just bad after 3-4 rounds.
Not my favorite, but
Yeah.
as long as he just doesn't make lings or queens or something, it's fine.
Okay.
I would just keep adding Roach Hydra here.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of Roach Hydra.
Yeah, and then you can potentially start adding lurkers now. It's like 7 minutes.
1 lurker just to force out like the overseer or the scans.
Or scans, yeah.
That'd just be annoying.
Yeah, I mean, you're just getting ahead, right? And it's like not really costing you the game because you have such a leak already.
And then once you make the lurker and you force like a different stage of the game, and it's gonna be a stage where you're ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I think Raul will tap out soon. There's no comeback potential here.
Yeah.
There's no chance here.
Okay, so Torg is adding mutas. Okay. We might see a long game now because he's not getting the units like to you know, to end this fast.
Like, it's not the best unit, I agree, but you're so far ahead, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't. It's just
Where's the roaches? Torgi sold all his roaches.
no. He turned them into Ravagers.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Mm.
I hate it. There's such a
You
different
hate
unit.
it.
There's such a different unit. Like, they don't fill
I
the
mean,
same
yeah,
role at all.
he's making this like close for no reason. Like, look, he's almost losing. So
For no reason. There's absolutely no reason you need to convert all of your roaches into Ravagers. Like, Ravager is not the superior version of the Roach. It's a completely different unit with completely different roles. Completely different attack, armor, HP, completely different ability. Everything's completely different. It's not like as simple as saying like, oh, this is just the superior version. It's like turning all your Hydras into Lurker. They just have different roles and responsibilities. And you still want roaches. Like, you don't want to be on 0 roaches.
So now we see a unit that is gonna speed things up.
Oh, by the way, the reason I'm so passionate about this is because I see it in 3v3 all the time. Where people will open roaches and then convert all of them into Ravagers, and suddenly they're losing their CVCs. It's like, of course you're losing your CVCs. You have no armor, nothing to tank. Like, Ravagers are not a tanking unit. They're like a super glass cannon. Anyway, that's my rant.
It's okay. Let it out.
Well, I'll agree with Shashka.
Stay space here.
This is a space. Dude, I've seen it. I can't tell you how many times I see in 3v3. I don't want to name names. A couple names come to mind, but I don't want to name them. Where they definitely convert all of their roaches into Ravagers and then throw the game. I've seen also like Ravager openings against Zerg. That sounds like equally as bad. What? This is so much closer than it has to be.
I know, right? It's
Look, no
Torgi making
scan
it
on the
interesting.
Lurker. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Like, who's gonna win this? This doesn't look good for Torgi anymore. There's 2 lurkers stacked. He focused fire down one of them.
Okay, no, Torgi still has a massive army size. But the Raul was starting to stack there. Raul had less Ravagers. I think I would like it better for him.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, both players skipped the Roach. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. Is Torgi gonna scan? And the answer is no once again.
He just used the Ravagers to kill it? Oh no, he scanned as well. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you need to use the scan if you can just bile it down. You can save the money.
Or scan and then use the bile on the wave, you know? Okay,
Well,
well,
Torgi's gas paid off. He's ahead. Let's see the army value. It's 5,170. He's 500 ahead on the army value. Yeah, that's a big lead. So
easily the worst CVC I've seen.
I mean, the worst or the best? Because it's so close for so long. The cannons are still up. They're fighting in the middle. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the worst CDC I've seen. There's no reason for it to be like that. The only reason the cannons are up is because Torgi's back. If Torgi was front, he would be damaging the bunker every wave a little bit. Which is okay, like there's no hurry in taking down the bunker. But there's been a couple of waves where he's lost middle for no reason. I think we'll see Raul tap out soon. You can't come back after this.
Okay, nice snipe on the lurkers on the left. He got two lurkers down with a couple of vials. He still killed them. Okay. Yeah, but there's just no way. He's so far ahead that.
Yep. Dude, he's so far ahead, he's been able to afford Mutas, Corruptors, Second Gas. So many extra things. Overseers. Now this is a big stack. This
Does
is a...
he have 3 overseers? He has 4. Okay. I'm not sure if this is trolling or we need to ask him.
New meta, 4 overseers. I think it's over now. It's been over for like 12 minutes now, but...
For a while, yeah.
Well, that's Raul's last live, so I would understand why he's not tapping it, but... Nice try
Wait,
with
yeah,
Stormhost.
he lost the TVT, right? Oh, this is the... I thought it's 1-0.
No, 2-0.
Oh, then it makes sense. Okay.
He lost the
Makes sense.
PVZ,
Yeah.
and
It's
lost
painful. Especially it's painful when you're like, so it's like match point and you're in a matchup that, like you know you're gonna win, you're gonna lose 99.9%, but you know it's the last game. Yeah, he's just gonna play it out. I think now that he saw the tier 3, he's gonna try to push with tier 2. And
Yeah.
like
Okay, go ahead.
hope
Sorry.
that he can get like a tier 2 stack and so he's just trying to ignore the error, right? Because he knows he can't win. And he's just adding more hosts and he's gonna try to win the ground battle. But Torg is so far ahead and he has like a line of how many lurkers does he have? Yeah, that's 10 lurkers. That's just it's too much. It's just gonna even if he pushes, it's just insta restack.
Plus, he has access to +3 attack. It's also pretty
Yeah.
big.
And lurker burrow. That's huge.
Yep, all big things. once these lurker numbers get really crazy, like their AoE really starts kicking in and everything's kind of like dies to the lurker. Lurkers in low numbers aren't like really bad at trading against anything, but once they're in like pretty big numbers, they get pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how much like a big lurker count just absolutely demolishes ground units.
Yeah, they definitely gain value late game when the armies are clumped up and bigger. So are we gonna see? I don't think he can kill it here. Yeah, that's not enough. So we're probably gonna see one more push and then.
It's like a 30-minute game probably. Oh, maybe, no, maybe I'm wrong.
Oh my god, he's just like brute forcing it.
Yeah, Swarm Host. It's a cool thing, but Swarm Hosts don't really beat lurkers, you know? Like that's pretty well established.
Mm.
And even if you push, there's like a 0% chance that you'll actually kill their enemy nexus. The lurkers will just you're just gonna force a restock against you.
So that's how
lurkers.
many lurkers Torgi has right now in his building area.
Okay, I think this is it.
No, wait, no.
Yeah, GG.
16, sorry, 16, not my bad. Only 16, not 18. Sorry.
A lot of Russian on the stream. I don't know what you guys were saying, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe Shashka can translate. Okay, GG.
I mean, pure lurkers can be bad because like you can die to a certain like cell, but he already had vipers, so I think he was kind of safe.
Okay. Well, we speed run through 4 matches this very quickly in 2 hours.
Wait, we're done with the. Oh my god.
Yeah, we covered 4 matches in 2 hours. That's gotta be a new record.
Okay.
All best of 5s, and we just went through this so fast. Okay, so we actually have some time left over. We can cover.
Which one do you wanna do? The 5th place matches, or?
We can do the lower bracket round of 8, probably. Like the losers from the top 8 playing against each other.
I mean, yeah, that would make that would make sense. Like, I mean, I'll leave it up to you because you know how much time you have and.
Yeah, but I do want to take like a 2-minute break to just grab a protein bar.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all need a break. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, I'll take like a 5-minute break to eat like a protein bar and use the bathroom and stuff, and then I'll come back and we can watch the lower bracket run of 8. So that's, let's see, who's gonna play against each other?
We have Kida against C and Temilian against Raul, I believe.
Okay, Kida versus C. I can't wait to see that one. And then Raul versus Tim. So 2 people that are on practice going up against each other. That's interesting. All right, so guys, stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back.
We are back.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go cast some more games.
That's it. I'm excited about this one. I'm not sure I watched all of them. So we're starting with Kida, I will see.
Yeah, I don't remember if this is one of the games that Kida said he wanted to watch. I know that Kida, from what I've seen, he's just said that about every game. Like, he said it so many times that he wants to watch the games and see what we have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Jake, Naya Niels, and Shashka. Wait, so let's go over it. So just to reiterate, this game is from the people that lost in the top 8. They get to play for 5th spot. So they have to do like their own like sort of mini bracket to play for 5th spot. So the 4 players that lost in the round of 8 will go up against each other to see who ends up taking 5th place, and we'll see how many games we can cover from there. So it's 3 matches. Let's see if, how many we can cover. If they're fast ones like the ones we've casted before, then maybe we can catch all 3. But if they're very long, then we'll see. All right. So let's start with the first match from the lower bracket. It's Kida versus SeaInside. I think these are they're 2 very strong contenders for 5th place. Kida lost to Kachar, SeaInside lost to David, so I don't think they got to show a lot what they were made of. So let's see how they fight up against each other.
We have a ZVZ. They're both opening with what's considered the strongest race right now in 1v1.
Always half spin.
Nah, no, there was time where Terran dominated. You would join, like every lobby was Terran.
And now every lobby is Zerg.
Something like that. So, Kida said that he wants to see what we want to say about this. So I think the 3 roach opener is just not good.
Outdated.
I mean, it loses basically to almost everything.
Yeah, literally everything.
It loses, so he's gonna add, like he can add the Hydras now, and then he loses to 2 roach Hydra.
Loses to Muta too, right?
Yep.
It
So-
loses to Lings. I don't like the.
So now C already has the Hydra out, and the third roach delays the tier 2 by 1 wave. Like I understand that he wants to get the middle and then build on this run and build like a counter to what he sees, but it's just weak to a lot of like other openers.
Well, I like the Lings from SeaInside, but I do kind of wish they weren't so like on the same level as the Roach. I kind of wish they were behind the Roach Hydra, so that the Roach Hydra would first target the Roaches, and then the Lings come out, and because you want the Lings to tank for the Hydras, not for the Roaches.
Exactly. The roaches should tank for the link Hydra, and then the links connect. They do some damage and they tank. And then the Hydras are the last ones left.
Yeah, because in big numbers, like I think that if the Lings are just running forward, they'll get DPS down very quickly. But once the enemy numbers are starting to get very low, that's when Lings like really their value really start to shine.
I mean, it's just really important that they connect on the target. That's why they work so well with like a mix of Muta and Roach, right? Because the Roaches tank for the ground and the Mutas tank the Hydras, and then the Lynx can actually come in and do damage.
Kida moved back.
Mm.
I like this move forward though from SeaInside.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wasn't focused now. I don't know when he moved. Did he move when he won, or?
You know, I was too busy talking.
Yeah, exactly. Because if maybe he thought that he won and now he wants to hit the next wave, but yeah, this move is way too early. Okay, so C moved to the middle. I like that. Like at this stage of the game, I think around 4 to 5 minutes, you can move like this, like a bit, maybe a little bit front, but here is fine as well.
I wasn't paying too much attention. Kida was winning and then he dropped the ball somehow. I wasn't too sure what went on there that made him lose middle. I kind of want to
Yeah.
rewind to the moment that Kida lost middle just to see what went wrong here for him.
I mean,
Well,
we can, if you want. So he moved front now to catch himself, but
I'm
he
gonna
won't catch.
rewind later.
Sure, sure. We can go back. I think it was like 3 minutes something.
This is over now.
Yeah, I would say so.
SeaInside skipped armor upgrades at all. He just added units, but since he has middle, like, it's fine. He just has so much now.
Yeah, now he's adding Ravagers. Ravagers ignore armor, so... I would say Kida is in World of Hurt. So there's a defensive lurker, like, yeah.
Shashka said that Roach opener works against Mass Banes. You're not wrong.
Yeah, free Roach is really good against Mass.
You know, I met Kida on the ladder, like at 1v1. He plays in NA about the same time I play, so we used to bump into each other all the time. And when I started playing again, then I bump into him, and I think from what I remember, we went pretty even. Like we both won and lost the same amount of games.
Yeah, Kida told me he even micro for this tournament, so...
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I think he's like he likes to play more relaxed game, but he's also not shy from playing higher level. So like I've never met Kida and like seen him like back down or anything. He would play.
Yeah, he just doesn't like to micro, but he has a lot of good ideas on how to play.
Yeah, Kida. His composition is very good in some matchups. Yeah, he just needs to work on this free roach. Like it's just not good. It has so many weaknesses. So I think we're gonna see another lurker battle.
Oh god.
So they started with corruptors, so now they're just gonna be matching like corruptor count,
Bro,
pretty much.
you remember when we were casting earlier today? Everyone was
Yeah.
tapping out. It was a nice time.
Uh-huh.
We saved a bunch of time.
Yes.
You remember before that we had to watch this 30-minute games of people pummeling the other?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay. Well, this is one of those 30-minute games with no back and forth.
I mean, it's starting to look like it.
Okay. I'll do my best to actually stay serious. So in this case for Kida, I
Mm-hmm.
would have not gone Ravagers. I think maybe sell these 5 lanes. They don't do anything. Probably commit
Yeah.
heavier to like just save money, maybe gas or something, and save money. And then whenever you think it's the right moment to push, like probably when you're at your planetary fortress, make a shit ton of lurker corruptor and stack that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you gotta catch the opponent by surprise. You can't just add them one at a time.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as that Colossus that the Torgi made in the first games that we casted. It's like if you show your hand like unit by unit, you're just gonna get countered step by step, and you're just dying slowly.
Yep, you really gotta catch your opponent by surprise with whatever you
Mm-hmm.
do. Not easy against experienced players because they will notice that you're not spending your money and they will kind of already know what the possible options are, so they'll start countering that. But it's still your only chance. So for example, you know, like probably your opponent's gonna try to come back with corruptors in ZVZ. So you
Mm-hmm.
can start adding corruptors even though your opponent's not making any units. Have like a safe count of
Yeah,
corruptors yourself.
like 3 to 4, and you don't need to spend all your money when you're
Right.
pushing. Like you can always be floating. Like if you're pushing like this to the Nexus, you can always float like 300, 400 if you see that your opponent is not building any units.
Yep, that's exactly right. But you have no other chance of coming back, so you might as well try it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm not a super fan of these one by one, like adding units by one by one each wave. I think we
Like
saw
even
also. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. I mean, even when pushing, like I don't know, against in my game against I don't know who it was, it against Kantos or Kida. So like in ZVZ, you can actually like save money. You let him push, and then like you make 10 corruptors at once when you reach when he reaches like almost middle, and then you just hard stack and kill him.
You remember? I remember like the one game we saw Shashka win where he was losing. He went for like a very heavy gas, like 3 gas, and then he just saved money like over 1,000 minerals, and then he made like a bunch of libs, and then he stacked from there. I think that's closer to what you want to see.
But that was TVZ.
It was another matchup, but still the same
hmm
logic where you still have to save some money, and then
hmm
like all at once
Yeah.
in your planetary fortress come back. Okay, blinding clouds, lots of vipers, which just seal the deal.
hmm
I don't know why SeaInside is adding ultras, but doesn't matter. He's got Vipers, Corruptors, Lurkers, all in the right amounts.
Mm.
Like, even with Kida stacking Corruptors, as long as the Vipers kind of like damage them a little bit, it should be fine.
Yeah, and he still has Ravagers, right? So the Ravagers are really good at dealing with Corruptor stacks as well. So it's like the combo of the Parasitic plus Biles.
And the Corruptors kind of fly by themselves. So at some point, even if you're losing in the Corruptor battle, the Hydras will help out at mid. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Kida adding Brute Lords.
Yeah, to counter the Ultras, but yeah, it just won't work here. So GG.
GG. SeaInside takes game number 1. Alright, some questions. When will the next 3v3 tournament be? Usually there's a 3v3 tournament in October. That's usually about the time that Kachard decides to make a tournament. This time he kind of feels like I don't know. I'll let the man speak. Kacharis, go ahead.
We'll see.
When is the next 3v3 tournament?
People aren't really interested that much, so we will see. Definitely not now. If there's enough interest and people are asking for it, then sure, we might set something up.
Alright, so there you go. Probably, if I had to guess, people need like a small break after a tournament. So after this 1v1 tournament, everyone will probably take like a small break from DS. And then after like a while, if people not playing DS, then they'll suddenly want to play a tournament again. So probably a couple months after this one, if I had to guess. Alright. Also, real quick, let's go over readout saying in-house time, wrap it up, let's go noobs. I think we have a readout probably an hour left to go, so I wouldn't count on us for a little bit. Because we have this match, which still has, it's a best of 5, and we're only in the second game. And then we have the other match, which is Temilian against Raul. And then we'll see from there if we're going to cover Kida versus Temilian. Oh, oops, maybe. The 5th place match.
What?
I don't know. Oh, sorry. The 5th place match, we'll cover that one.
Tank! Oh no. Okay.
Kida opening tanks. What is this?
So interesting again, the free mine opener.
I think David and Kida play
I
a
think
lot.
they played a couple of games together.
Yeah. I remember the first tournament was Kida, Valley, David, and me. So like we know each other. We play all the time. We're the NA players. There's also Amsux, which is also an NA player, but he hangs out more with the European kids. He doesn't really play with us NA folks. So Amsux is basically a European. Oh, nice blink from SeaInside. Gonna dodge the Widow Mines.
Yeah, and he sniped the tank. But
A lot of Widow Mines stacking.
yeah, where's the Oracle? Okay, now.
Nice blink again.
We'll see. Maybe, probably. So he reconnected, that's good.
Oh, I forgot to change the scene. I'm so sad, guys. I'm so bad.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sad. No.
So recap. Oh, we're going from the beginning. Okay, sure. Let's go.
I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry, my bad. Uh. Oh, that's the first time this happened to me. Oh, I'm so sad about it. Sorry, guys. Anyways. Why do I have the timer showing? Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops.
So many spoilers.
I'm so tired, man. It's kind of showing now. Oh, okay, well, I'm sad. Anyways. 10, none of that happened. Game 2! Kida versus SeaInside. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so there's 3 stalkers. Kida going tier 2. He's just gonna open straight mines. No bio. So,
3 Widow Mine Hellbat. It's such a weird opener to me. You know, you can just skip that whole segment when you're uploading to YouTube, Kachart. Just skip that whole segment off. Just completely eliminate it. It's fine.
I will.
Perfect. Alright.
But now we have to do it again because you said this.
Okay. So, Hellbat opener from and Widow Mine. This is. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Kida and Davidmaster are friends, and you can see similar playstyles from them. Although I think the difference here was like the tank. Davidmaster went for Raven Lib, and Kida is going for tank. But it's very similar idea where you go into like Widow Mines and then you start making some sort of stacking army, which is usually some amount of medevac and tanker liberator, and then bio. Although
Yeah,
Kida
Kida went for the tank because he's too lazy to micro the lib. Go ahead.
Well,
so the tank, just spoiler, is not the better option.
yeah, I think we saw Davidmaster blink siege the lib back and forth a bunch of times, so he managed to stack three libs before he started pushing.
Auto blink. See. Okay, that was a dead cannon and that was a dead Kida. But see, didn't cancel the auto blink.
Now there's 3 tanks.
Yes, now that's this is the problem now.
And there's also 3 medevacs. Like, I don't want to undercut the importance of medevacs in PvT. Like, medevacs are extremely strong in 1v1. Like, you get a couple of these bad boys stacking, and your bio stays alive for forever. And you can see that's enough to like make a couple of tanks stack. And I know tanks don't get. We haven't seen. I should say, we haven't seen tanks that much in 3v3. They haven't been as popular, but I think they're starting to see a comeback. Like, tanks in 3v3 are absolutely viable. I think they're a lot more viable than people give it credit for. I've played tanks and won games against like Web and Pew Pew, and they were in one team together, you know. Like, and just for reference, Web and Pew Pew are the guys that won the previous tournament. So like tanks are absolutely viable now. In certain scenarios, I want to add, like, it's not like they're just better than libs. They're different units than lib. And with all the recent patches that they went to 265, I still think they're a little bit too expensive for what they are. But they're starting to have some niche play.
I mean, we originally, I think we asked for 250, but then
I think that's
that was
the right
too,
number.
It was too big of a change, like jump. So we got the 265.
And it's starting to be viable, but it's still a little bit too expensive, I think. But it's so much better at 265 than it ever was at 290. Like 290 was an insane amount to pay for a
No,
tank.
that was just, yeah. You could just never make a tank. You make a tank and you just lose the game.
Also want to add that it helps
Mhm.
that libs are 235 because then
Yes.
it's a much closer into like what do I make, tanks or libs?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, tanks are starting to be viable against I think most races. And you can see, tank's pretty good here.
Mm-hmm. Like, C's trying to counter with the Zealots, but Zealots kinda work against tanks if you're pushing. Like, if you're getting pushed back, I think you would want to transition into air, since tanks can shoot up. And then maybe you can get a carrier stack
Yeah,
before the Tors are out.
yeah, but that's what I like about tanks. Well, I don't think we've seen it here yet, but because
Mm-hmm.
the tanks don't have any upgrades. But like, the main difference between going tanks and libs is like, well, first of all, siege tanks have AOE, so that's something that libs don't have. But I think the main thing that tanks, the value of tanks over libs is that the transition the door is so much more cleaner because the upgrade you don't have to get air upgrades. You could just get upgrades for mech,
Mm-hmm.
and you can kind of skip the air attack upgrades, and that actually makes it so that when you get doors, you already have attack upgrades for them.
Yeah, so if the matchup allows, mm, I would say that's definitely a bonus. Like, it's
So that's like the whole reason why cyclones suck. It's because it's scary to think of a situation where you could go for cyclones and then quick doors.
mm,
Um, that's why their cyclones are so expensive. But tanks are kind of filling that role right now at the price they are. Where if you go tanks, you can transition into quicker Thor.
mm-hmm.
And when the libs got nerfed, the +1 range, you know, instead of being +3 range, it's now +2. I think that made Thor's much more viable as an anti-air unit.
Mm-hmm.
So even though Thors are so expensive, they're still very viable as an anti-air unit. And
Yep.
here we have what you were saying, the carrier transition. What do you think
Yeah,
about
but
this?
I think it's a little too late now, because he can just tell some of the ground and make more tours. Not sure
Imagine,
if that's
imagine
what
if
he meant.
these carriers were out before the Thor was out.
Mm,
But now there's 3 Thors.
yeah, he got stopped here, like with the armor upgrade. Yeah,
GG.
GG. Like, PvT is very, like, it can swing both ways, but you definitely don't want to stay on ground for too long as Protoss. Like, almost in every case, he wants those fast carriers.
Yeah, because he
Just
was so
because.
heavy on
Hmm.
Marauder tank lib stuff.
Hmm. Like,
It's
usually I don't even get disruptors anymore in PvT. Like, I get them late game to nuke the Nexus usually, or I don't know if the Terran for some reason makes 2 lines of bio or something. Then maybe. So we have a ZVZ again. Okay, so it's a rematch, repeat. Let's see.
Yeah, this is okay, guys. Game 3, SeaInside versus Kida. and CVC again. I think this is... I'm surprised we haven't seen it so often in this tournament. But, so going over the rules a little bit, the rules are that you can't pick the same race twice in a row, although you can pick random as many times as you want, doesn't matter. But if you're gonna pick races, then you can't pick the same race twice in a row. So we do end up kind of seeing where, like, the situation where, since everybody prefers to play Zerg over all the other races, we get to see usually people just pick Zerg the first time, and then they'll pick, like, probably Terran second game, so that's why we've seen a lot of TBTs as well, and then lots of ZVZs. And I think, I'm surprised SeaInside isn't playing more Protoss, because that's a race he normally plays. But Kida absolutely does not play Protoss. I've seen Kida pretty much play Zerg Terran always.
Mm-hmm. So 3 Mutas, okay.
2 Hydra from Kida. C should take this. Oh, but the Bunas are barely... No, okay, this is...
I mean, he's gonna catch his own Hydra, and those Mutas gonna delay the Hydras.
And I love the link
DPS.
positioning. I love its positioning in general from C. This is what I like. Like, links
this is
behind
well.
the Hydras, ro8. This is great positioning.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he could be a little bit more front. You see, he has like one line that he could place his units further, but overall, I like this positioning from SeaInside.
Mm-hmm. He just needs to start adding more roaches. He saw 6 roaches, I think, from Kida already.
Yeah.
Okay,
More
so he
roaches.
added 1 more, so now he has 4. And
I would
500.
like to see more. All of the roaches.
Okay.
Look, SeaInside is doing it.
He got +1. Oof, that's kinda early. And but why the infestor? There's
But-
only 3 mutas. I think the infestor is like a big mistake, but I also think that +1 is a even bigger mistake at 3 minutes.
Wait, how did SeaInside lose this? I don't understand.
He doesn't have enough roaches. He didn't have enough roaches. I think he spawned with money. Hold on. How many? That didn't seem right.
I don't know, something went off there. How did C
I
lose
saw-
this?
I saw links like connecting on the hydras on the left because they weren't covered by a roach. If my
The 5
memory is
link
not-
flank from Kida.
well, now C is in trouble. So
Yeah,
he
I'm
moved
not
back. He moved back. Now he's moving front. Let's see if he got armor. He's gonna try to survive, so he can connect with his own way. Let's see if Kida has enough DPS. This is gonna be close. Can he save some of the... Like, his Muta should be full front here. Why are they not full front? They're the ones catching Hydra. Okay, but this is a stack now, let's see.
I like this from SeaInside still, like it's still fine.
But he got +2? Did he really need +2 here? I think he had enough units to win.
Well, he turned it around, like this is still good for him, it's okay.
Yeah.
I like his
But
roach
he
count.
doesn't have the Hydra count though.
It's a very low Hydra count, yeah. I think if it was this close, you could even sell the links here just for an extra Hydra. But he's still pushing, like
But
it's
he's
good.
still pushing? Okay.
Okay, the
Oh, what's
infestor's
that investor doing? That's a tanking investor. I think, yeah, his, his arm is split. He was like in the process of moving. And now he's spawned. Look, 3 of his hydras are back. Yeah, now it's not looking that great for Kida anymore. And he's 2-2. A lot of upgrades.
Such a weird CVZ. I don't know. I don't really know what's like going on. Like how they push back and forth. It's usually CVC is usually very straightforward, and especially for the armies they have.
I mean, sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes just random stuff happens and you randomly lose because some links flanked your hydras and let's see.
The 5 flanking links.
I definitely think the investor was a mistake. I think he would like just win harder there. Without it. A swarm house.
This is so good for SeaInside. Now he has a lurker, second Ravager. This is amazing. I would maybe get the +2, the second armor. But there's not that many Hydras, so maybe not. Maybe it's something like this.
I think it's fine. And now he's getting the lurker to counter the swarm host. I would put the lurker on the same side as the swarm host, just so.
But no scan. No overseer either.
Yeah, I don't think Kida can come back from this. Like, he has the wrong units, right? He has the infestor and the swarm host. Like, I think the only way, the only time that swarm host is viable is to counter the tier 1 opener, like free queen roach or something like that, and then you do the swarm host and you sell it after you push.
Micro mistakes coming out of SeaInside here. He didn't manually borrow the lurker, so it died to the cannon. I think we saw the closest player we saw that was about to pull off Swarm Host was Rebellions, right? Like I remember that CVZ that Rebellions played. He was very close to just winning off the back of a Swarm Host push, but then you know, as Swarm Hosts do, once you push mid, your whole tempo, you lose your whole tempo.
Yeah, they get reset and then it's one swarm host instead of 3 swarm hosts.
Yep.
We all know how that works.
Very badly.
Yeah. Okay. You wanna speed it up a little?
Okay, yeah, sure. What's the lurker count? Okay, 4 lurkers. Yeah, I like that. SeaInside is doing all the right things. He has a corruptor as well. Kida he's still stacking Swarm Host. But now they should get reset. Yep. Yeah, everything looking perfect for SeaInside. Not a super fan of the Infestor against 3 Mutas. I really liked, you know, the play where I don't remember which player it was. I think it was Torgi, but I may be wrong here. But someone made, like, instead of an Infestor, he just made 1 queen. And just beautiful. Just completely beautiful against the Mutas. I think just the 1 queen is fine.
But I'm not so sure. Maybe it worked for some random other reason. Okay, so there's the actually Kida made corruptors.
See
He
inside
gets
scans.
3.
Perfect.
He sees the 2 gas.
Lurkers are still here for C, so he's gonna get some damage in here. Look, he's even gonna clear one of the lurkers out. Gonna soften up a lot of these roaches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's the bad part of the roaches. That's why I don't like getting too many, because when it comes to the lurker wars, they really fall off, and then you either have to sell them or turn them into ravagers.
Yeah, but you know, if you have mid and it's 10 minutes, usually you're okay.
Like this is
It's not like the
looking,
lurker wars are like, it's a very slow transition into lurker wars.
but this is looking like something for Kida.
It's a lot of lurkers for SeaInside. I don't know. See, he's gonna reset everything. And now the lurkers are killing the swarm host just by attacking. No even need for detection. I think the SeaInside missing an overseer. Okay, he does have a second overseer. Now he has the higher corruptor count. He has the lurker count. I'm not a super fan of like the ravagers, but I guess you need to transition some of your lurkers into ravagers. Oh, sorry, your roaches into ravagers. You have to.
Yeah, you can't stay on roaches after there's like a lot of lurkers. You're just gonna.
It's a lot of swarm host. Oh,
No, get
scan.
where's the scan?
Oh, that's super painful. That's really painful.
But look, he's pushing. Kinda.
There's so many lurkers from C. And now there's not. Wait. What? A lot of these ravagers, I think, are auto-biling.
It could be.
What's the corruptor count looking like? It's a lot, like 11. Okay, so SeaInside absolutely has the higher corruptor count. It's just that Kida is stacking.
He does on 2-2. He does on 2-2 on his corruptors.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I see. And
Well,
SeaInside is
he
0-0. Okay, so this is the dangerous part of what Kida's doing, right? Like you're on Swarm Host and you're pushing. That's when your opponent gets the chance to restock. Though I'm surprised there's no queen here. I'm not sure if I think you're supposed to have a queen or two, right?
I wouldn't, but
No? Okay. I'm surprised SeaInside isn't front and hasn't sold his lings. Like, I think at this point you want to sell the lings, and you might just want to sell like or transition like half your roaches or more corruptors.
I think I would just sell the roaches, make corruptors.
Right.
But
yeah.
he decided to turn them into ravagers, and now he has a line and a half of ravagers almost. Let's see if that works out for him.
Yes, I think you want.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting slaughtered by the pushing lurkers, so I'm not sure if I agree with the transitioning them into ravagers. We'll see. I would definitely sell the Swarmhost now if I was Kida, now that I'm pushing.
Actually, you know, I want to add something for the ravagers. They're not getting any value at all from the bios. So it's like the roaches are bad. Well, the bios are landing on like a corruptor, maybe like a swarm host. They're not killing anything. So you're spending. You already spent the money on roaches. You're spending plus 60 minerals for each roach on a unit that's not really contributing any damage.
Look, he's losing the air war, right? Like he just can't stack.
And for no reason, because he has the higher corruptor count. But he
Yeah,
doesn't
but
have any
he's
upgrades.
using, yes, he's missing the upgrades. Well, this was yeah.
This is the first time I've seen like Storm Host work in CBC.
Yeah, I think the problem was really I don't like the high roach count. So weak.
I love it, but you gotta sell it.
Mm.
I think selling it, you
Or
get 70% of the value, and you take mid because of that early on. I think it's super amazing.
I mean, I'm telling you, you don't get mid. Like you can like them, but I'm telling you from like I'm telling you that higher Hydra count will beat your roaches. Mm, it's not my opinion. It's just how it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure thing, Kachar. Sure thing. I think I started winning all my CVCs when I stopped making so many Hydras and started making more roaches. Although maybe not opening 3 roaches. That's a bit too much. And I also think that you want to add, like, roaches are more like a necessary evil. You want to add Hydras if possible, and you want to add roaches when necessary.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think you should ever go over 10 roaches. It's just bad.
So the discussion is like more, when are they necessary? Because
Hmm.
absolutely you want to be the guy with the higher Hydra count, but
Hmm.
but roaches are also necessary to a certain point. But man, this transition, I just don't like Ravagers that much in CVC. It's not my favorite unit. And biling down Corruptors, I don't like it either. It's really not my favorite.
Well, he has to, but I would like he's not using them. You know, he's not killing the corruptors. Like you wanna tap the in between the corruptors, right? And actually kill them. Because if you're just damaging them by a little, that's like you're not really doing much.
I think the usual target for Ravagers is not Corruptors. You want to be biling down either like the enemy's Ravagers or the enemy's Hydras. You don't want to be biling down Corruptors.
Hmm. Yeah, but it's very hard here because there's so many lurkers. And...
Wow, dude, that's so sad. That was a completely winnable game by SeaInside, and I think you fumbled the ball there a little bit.
What I would change is I see a lot of people are putting their lurkers on the sides. Just put them in the middle. You will maximize your DPS and they won't die to random flanks. So the first 3 lurkers you want in the middle.
Yeah, I think I am guilty of putting my lurkers mostly at the ends.
Because even when you push, right, if your lurkers are in the middle, they will kill the cannon and then you just win. If they're on the sides, they'll like maybe hit the cannon, probably not.
Shashka, you missed a lot. I think that was a very good game that you missed. Maybe not. I messed up a little bit during the early game portion. But I think that was the first time I've seen a swarm host push work in CVC. Okay, now we have a TVT. Very explosive matchup. And yeah, I think we've seen different play coming out of everybody. Like, I've seen some people go 3 Marauder, 2 Reaper, and I've seen other people go for 2 Marauder, 3 Reaper. You have any
There
thoughts?
was no bumps. There was no bumps. I think, right? From Kida. Did he use chart?
So, do you have any thoughts on Marauder Reaper count?
Yeah, it sucks.
What? It sucks?
I mean, you should definitely open 3 Marauder, 2 Reapers, and if you're going for this style. And you don't want to be adding Marines here. I don't like the Marine from Kida.
So, if you have 50 minerals left over and the wave is about to spawn, you wouldn't add a marine?
No.
No upgrades from either side so far? Just SeaInside
but
completely dominating?
I like that he's more spread and he has a higher Reaper count.
+1 armor from Kida and +1 attack from SeaInside.
Yeah, because C is only fighting the Marauders. He doesn't really need armor. And Kida's trying to do armor because he saw the
Reaper count.
the higher Reaper count, yeah. But now he's so clumped up, I don't know, like a couple of good charges.
Bro, SeaInside is microing so well here. The Reaper grenades are pretty well placed. I like it.
Mm-hmm. So Kida's on 1-1, no stim.
Yeah, I'm surprised SeaInside got +1 armor instead of stim here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like something you need when you're just facing pure Marauder. Right? So they do 21 damage instead of 22. They do, however, do only 10 damage to Reapers, but that's still 6 shots no matter what.
SeaInside dominating these early games. He's doing so well in the early game.
Mm-hmm. So Kida just forfeited and gas. He's getting benches.
And SeaInside also gassed and going for a T2.
Mm-hmm. So these benches are gonna stack, but even with 6, I think it's too.
No, that I don't know
too
why I
little to
scanned
push.
there.
To damage them, to soften them up.
Oh, it worked. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so here comes the tanks, 2 gas. I wonder if we're gonna see 3 or 4 gas.
He's saving money. Yep, he's gonna. Oh,
Yep.
no, okay, he built a tank.
No. Okay. I was so sure it's gonna be the
Third gas.
refinery. Yeah. But he's giving the respect.
Oh, 3 ravens.
Yeah, 2, but
Oh, okay, two.
I don't know, like if he didn't gather the second Raven, he could maybe just push and kill the Nexus on 1 gas.
So, Kachar,
Hmm?
would you ever add Banshees if you're pushing?
We're gonna leave that for the after the tournament.
Okay. Okay, whatever. Looks pretty okay. I mean, well, Kida's adding Vikings now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going. This is very similar to Corrupted Lurker, Viking Banshee. Third gas, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
SeaInside, it's gonna scan, sees the gas count, and I think he's gonna start saving money for his second gas.
He should definitely guess now because He's getting Vikings. He has 2 Ravens. I think the window to kill the Nexus is gone because he just won't have the. Yeah. So he needs to start thinking about how to counter the tank stack with his own tank stack. But he's so far behind. Like Kida already has 5 tanks. Usually you don't really wanna fall behind, you know. I think he got too much bio.
That is a lot of Marine Marauder.
Mm.
Kida has no attack upgrades yet, so I think Kida's just waiting, I think, right, for his 3rd gas to pay off.
Yeah, he's just trying to build up the tank count, probably. Like, as long as his Nexus is not in danger, I just wouldn't get any upgrades.
He got the first +1 attack, so that means he's gonna get +2?
He should. Okay, he has the money, yeah. That's +2. So for those who don't know, the +2 tanks will kill the Steam Marines.
48 damage. So the one-shot Stimp Marines, which is like the thing, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's a big tank stack.
Almost.
Okay, they got cleared, okay. Only one survives.
Wait, do I hear snipes? Wait, what? Oh,
Well,
she has 3 ghosts. Okay, I definitely hate that.
well,
That could be 3 tanks.
yeah, Ghost snipe Marauders, but like, what does that matter? If you look at what your opponent's trying to do, he's trying to stack tanks. So if your opponent's trying to stack tanks, then maybe like killing their Marauders doesn't matter, right? Pretty big tank amount now, but they're still not stacking. Kida adding a Thor as well.
Yeah, but this is looking scarier and scarier with each wave. Like, look,
Oh, this is
now
scary.
he's catching them already.
Tanks are surviving now.
But wait, where are the? Oh, okay, so he only has 2 Reapers.
You know, I kind of would have liked to see SeaInside maybe commit heavier to the Banshee Viking. I don't know. I think also like Banshee enables Thor, but I remember seeing these tank battles. I think it was your game, right? You played versus Kida, and there was like a bunch of tank battles.
I think we played with Kantos, yeah.
And well, it involves a lot of tanks and a lot of
maybe
micro.
Kida, I don't know.
Maybe it was Condom, man. I don't know. I can't remember. But so far, it still looks good for C.
Let's see the tank count. So Kida has 10 tanks. He has 8 tanks. Okay, so he's catching up. 9. But I think, I don't know, this goes...
Still looks good for SeaInside. He's on 3 gas as well. His 3rd gas is about to pay off.
But look, Kida is on 3-3 mech. He is on +1, and his bio is one free, and like his bio is just gonna get evaporated here. Look,
Oh,
that's too many tanks.
the
It's
the tank micro from SeaInside there is not great. They were
yes,
unsieging
but
while Kida's was sieging and attacking his, and now that's a huge tanks count. They look like toys. It's
yeah.
funny.
I mean, you know, like your bio is +3 and it dies in 3 seconds. Mm,
Makes no difference, right? Oh, this looks very bad.
yep, this looks very bad.
Because it doesn't matter that you have a huge mineral advantage if you can stack 3 waves of tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, Kida has less money, but he's stacking each wave more tanks. And you can see inside is so heavy on bio. It's just getting obliterated. Look, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think he committed a little bit too heavy to the Marines. Like, 2 lines of Marines is a lot.
Yeah, plus the +3 attack, right? I think that's also.
It's over 1,000 minerals. Okay, but now SeaInside gets to stack himself. And also the stack from Kida is wiped out. So now it's more of an even fight. This should still be good for SeaInside. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's almost 25 minutes. But if he can push mid before the 25-minute mark with his own tank stack, it's pretty good. It's still okay. Look, he's gonna
Yeah.
clear. He's gonna
Oh,
stack himself.
Kida siege too late. That was so he unsieged to clear, but then he didn't siege in time, and then he didn't kill, and he's not sieging again. Oh, this is. Huh. Is this a throw? Let's see.
Yeah, this looks still doable for SeaInside. He's gonna have air superiority, which means he doesn't have to scan. So he just gets free vision, which is great. Look, and now SeaInside has the better tank count. He's gonna wipe out Kida. He's already gonna be sieged. Okay, maybe a little bit late on the siege,
Oh
but
my god, all the Marines are clumped up in that one spot. Kid.
not. The siege micro looks a little bit confusing for me. I think if he didn't siege there, sieged a little bit front, he could have killed a lot of tanks there. But it's still good. This is still good for him. He's completely dominating the air.
Yeah, okay. He might win here. But look at his bio. Why is his bio somehow going, you see? All to one side when it's coming sometimes. I think it's
Oh,
because of the positioning of the tanks.
yeah, he's clumping his own bio, which is the worst thing you can do against a bunch of tanks. Oh, and now
I think there's a restack.
he does restacking, and after 25 minutes too. Like you would think, like after the speed boost, it's harder to stack, but yeah.
But
Go
he
ahead.
didn't add any tanks when he pushed. He's still on the same tank count.
What is he adding? Vikings?
I don't know. But Kida just added more tanks, well, like he's supposed to. So now he's up 4 tanks, and that quickly turns into 12 tanks. Okay. I'm not sure he can come back from this.
Bro, how is Kida doing this? Like, he's losing the early game and just restacking and killing SeaInside. It's Kita's leveled
Yeah,
up,
this
dude,
was.
since I last played with him. Like, well, I would say like from a couple
Good.
years ago. This is
Okay.
not the same Kida, man. This is a different Kida.
Mm.
Kida leveled up. He's got more experience. He's level
Yeah.
99 now.
He messed up in the middle. There, like he sieged up too late. But yeah, he made the right call by adding more tanks.
you know what Shashka's description of Kida is?
Let's see.
The king of the noobs.
Hmm. Was this free one? Oh, it's free
Yeah,
one. Okay.
3-1. Dude, that looked like SeaInside could have taken this match, but he made like a tiny mistakes here and there, and Kida also made mistakes, but less.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kida understands how to win the late game. And SeaInside kind of struggled a bit there in some cases.
Yeah, I mean, this is the experience, right? Like Kida played a lot of Terra, so he was in this position before. He knows how the TVT late game looks like.
Yeah, I also want to add, like,
And it felt like C was like he made units, and then he saw what Kida's doing, and then he's like, oh, I need tanks as well.
Yeah, I want to add that when I play against Kida, my games look super back and forth because he absolutely knows how to take mid after losing it. And I was just reacting to him. I wasn't sure of the play, so it definitely looked very back and forth, similar to this. Kida, man.
Yeah, I think just wanted to kill the Nexus, and he was trying to be aggressive with the buyout, but then Kida didn't lose, and that's yeah. Okay. Am I right, C? You wanted to kill the Nexus, right? Do we still have C in the chat?
I don't think so.
Oh no, okay.
Okay, let's quickly cover over the other one. We'll do it. We'll speed run it a bit faster than this one.
Sure.
Temilian versus Raul. This is the other match from the lower bracket of the round of 8. Let's try to quickly cover this one because I have family over and I don't want to leave them alone for too long.
Okay, go.
Yeah, he knows late game TVT better. He knows late games Zerg as well. He knows what the comeback strategies are for each race. So, well, for those 2 races, he doesn't really play Protoss. He does like to not micro as much as possible. So it does sound like Protoss is not his favorite race. As seeing as Protoss, you have to do a lot of micro. All right.
A lot of aerobics, yeah. And I think like I just so I think Kida just had a like advantage in that matchup because I mean not just matchup, like in the whole series, because it's like you said, he plays TZ, right? And C basically is like Protoss main. So yeah, you could just see the lack of experience in those matchups in the late game.
Yep, 1,000%. 1,000%. That is exactly what happened.
Because C figured out the early game. He was winning, and then he wasn't like 100% sure how to finish up the game. Okay, so let's focus on this one. So we have PVZ. It's a lurker opener from team.
Yeah. Okay.
Raul is just starting the tier 2.
I'm
I
surprised.
think he moved.
Raul playing Protoss. I'm surprised.
I think that's like his comfortable pick. So I'd say that's the main reason that he picked Protoss. Also now he just look, he just made the observer. He's just like, no. You know what? I'll focus my micro on stalkers and disruptors.
Yeah. So just to reiterate, as some of the earlier matches we were seeing Raul play, he messed up one revelation and he lost the game off of that like one revelation. And so that's why Kachar is laughing so hard. It's like, okay, he's not gonna try to make the revelation better. He's just gonna go to upserver mode.
I mean, there's, the margin of error is so small here in this matchup. It's like even
For the
I lost.
Protoss.
Yes, because like I lost one. I think I lost my game because I thought that I let the attack on the Oracle on, and it was off, and I went back to build and I wasn't looking at the fight, and then I look at the replay and it's like, okay, the Oracle wasn't attacking. Uh-huh, okay. And it's like, it's over. So,
But he's doing so much better this time than the other time. Look at the amount of stalkers he
yeah,
has. He's stacked a bunch. He's
yeah,
an
he stacked a
observer.
bunch. He's just, okay. So this time
Blinking
he's
back.
like trying to be more careful, yeah, with the timing. Okay.
He's just blinking back with the stalkers, which is I think what you should be doing, right? You can't one-shot the cannon.
Yeah, but now he's like in this weird spot. Yeah, like there's 6 lurkers stack.
Oh, that's a lot. Missed the disruptor shot there.
Yeah, I mean playing Protoss is just so unforgiving. You have to play this matchup all the time, just so your micro is on point and your timings are on point.
I mean, if your disruptor shots, I don't know, I don't know what's going so poorly from Raul. Like he's making similar units to what like Shashka or SeaInside was doing, but it's just going
Yeah,
extremely more poorly.
he's kind of floating minerals here and there, and like now he's spawned with 300 almost. Like it's, yeah. Like I said, you need to be like really into, like in shape to play this matchup, because you have to blink, you have to shoot disruptors, and you have to build at the same time, right?
And Revelate.
Yes, and use oracles. And if you don't have that down to... Okay, so here's the Colossus switch. Is he gonna be able to stack those two? Or are they gonna just die to... Okay. So 3, how much... What's the count? What do you think?
I think
How much is he going for?
3 is okay, but you need to start adding void rates afterwards to counter these corruptors, no? But I think maybe he could have waited one more wave.
He was afraid he's gonna lose the Nexus. The Nexus was at half HP. And even with the Blink Front and Colossus, he barely saved it.
Right, but now he's not stacking the Colossus either.
Yeah.
What's his... Okay, he's gonna make a 4th one.
And he doesn't have an emo to, like, he doesn't have a single immortal to kill the lurkers, right?
I don't know, I'm
Okay,
not an expert in
he got
PvC.
one.
You know, I used to be good at PvC. This would be like what I would play with this against Davidmaster over and over again. Like, we would take turns playing PvC. And we were both pretty good at it, but it's been a long time, and I think the meta has evolved a little bit.
The positioning, the everything. Like, it's much harder now for the Protoss.
Toss can't win unless you cheat like Shashka. Yep, sounds about right.
Yeah, Chashka's cheating with his disruptors. I don't know how. We have to like analyze the replays to figure out what he's doing exactly.
He has an
But I
aimbot.
think he's
That's how.
using aimbot. I think he's
Yeah,
using
yeah,
the
yeah.
aimbot.
1000%.
Um,
Do you
I'm pretty
think
sure.
Shashka is gonna play Protoss in the finals?
Mm, I mean, if he dares, we'll see.
What do you think about the Tempest? Like,
I think it's one of those things where it looks good and you're kind of stacking, but in reality, you're just delaying the game.
much rather see Void Rays, but the Tempest are distracting. Like, they're making the Colossus stack. It, funny enough, it makes the Corruptors go really front. Like, it makes them
Yeah,
go
I
really
mean,
forward.
that's why I'm telling you. Like, look, so he's gonna somehow stack here, right? And like the Corruptors are leaving the Colossus alone. You can win the ground fight somehow. I mean, somewhat. And then you push like closer to the middle, and then the Corruptor count kills the Tempest, and then the process repeats itself. And so I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Tempest. I don't think they're really gonna give you the win when you're behind. If you're if you're ahead and you're like up on gas, then maybe adding them is not the worst because you can actually like stack while you're pushing. But you have to be like really ahead on gas, like Sashka was in that game when he had free gas against one gas.
Okay, this is what you're saying. Like, you get a nice Tempest Colossus stack.
Yep.
What's the Colossus count?
And
3?
and now this happens, right? It's like, yeah,
There's so many queens from Tim.
yeah,
Just
it's fine.
yeah, because there's nothing in Raul's army that can deal with the queens.
Hmm. Is okay. So Tim's just going tier 2, tier 3. Sorry. So now he'll probably add the Vipers, and he's gonna win the game.
Or he just wins the game with the lurkers. GG. Tim gonna take game 1.
GG.
Okay, so if you're Raul and you lose game 1, yeah, I guess you most likely just go into Zerg.
I don't know.
That's everyone's first or second race.
The last time he played Terran, second game.
How did that go?
Mm, they're random. They're both random. Okay.
Wow, random. Okay, so he just wants to play Protoss every round. And see, you know, Protoss 10% win rate race. Maybe not the best race to pick 3 times. Okay, 2 Roach, 1 Ling opener against Tim. Tim going for Mass Marine. I'm not a super fan of 2 Roach, 1 Ling. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this roach ling opener. This doesn't do anything. Okay, and now he's gonna see Raul is on Hydra, so immediately he gets combat shield, and he didn't get any upgrade. I would have liked to see him getting like an extra upgrade. +1 or
He got
something.
he got a medivac. Mm,
Wow, medevac.
I think this looks like a win for the Zerg.
Look at any Liberator. So he just doesn't want to try to beat the Zerg with Bio. He just straight up, well, skipped the early game. Just went into Lib.
I think Raul didn't build this run. That was like no units.
Maybe he was saving for the Infestor, but yeah, it's still fine. Like, the Terran loses so much momentum from going like 1 Lib, 1 medevac.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not if he didn't make a lurker and you're tier 2, it's so hard.
I
So
don't
there's
know why Raul has.
tier 3 for Temilian at 4 minutes. He's going for lib range, I think.
Dude, Raul got for 1 Lib, by the way. But Raul got +1 attack. I don't understand why. He could have gotten armor. Or just not get the attack upgrade. Doesn't contribute anything.
But wait, he has tier 3 and not tanks? No, he cancelled tier 3. Okay.
Okay.
So he's going for the tank push. I'm not sure Raul knows how to stop this. I don't know how much he played DBZ.
Right, but to stop this, you need Lings, you need Ultras. Very fast Ultras. This Infestor, I mean, yeah, it made sense when the Lib was out, but Temilian even sold the Lib. But it's fine. But I don't think
He sold
Lurkers
it.
is what you do against tanks. Like, you really need fast Ultra or Lings.
I think getting like 3 is okay. 2 or 3. Just so you can deal
He's
with
on
the
4.
bio.
I think 2 is okay because it forces the Raven. And if you can clear the Raven, then it's like this. It's very annoying. The force scans and everything, but more than 2, I don't know.
So Temilian to the second guess. And Raul is responding to it with his own guess.
No scan, I'm surprised. Okay. He's adding Corruptors. And that's the one unit I don't want to see from Raul. He doesn't need Corruptors for anything. He needs Ultras, very fast Ultras.
I think these are safety corruptors just in case there's a lip switch, but
The 5 Lurker now. He's just... I think that those aren't safety Corruptors. Just remember, like, I'm gonna go Corruptor Lurker. Those are I want the sniper Raven Corruptor.
oh no, he's adding Swarm Host, he's dead. He's dead, it's over.
Oh my, dude, look at the amount of tanks he's gonna stack.
Yes.
And now Temilian having this, he just needs scan. Okay, scans. And now the Zerg army, look, it's gonna get wiped out very quickly. And he still has like 15 siege tanks up against his wave, and this is gonna be a massacre, man. Oh my god, look at the tank count. It's 18! 18 siege tanks against this like poor Zerg army. And he's adding more swarm host! No, you don't...
Well, he missed the tournament, right? Like, if he watched the games, he would know that this... how to deal with this.
Yeah, you don't need corruptors. Like, this actually... I don't blame it too much on Raul. I did a similar mistake playing against Kida.
Yeah, it's like a knowledge check, right? Like, do you know how to do this?
I still
Like
beat
how to
Kida
stop the
that game,
tanks.
though. It's just extremely close. I think I beat Kida, or I lost him. I can't remember. But not swarm posted. You need ultras. This is just gonna stack the siege tanks even harder. Look, the siege tanks just don't move from their position. Yeah, siege tank 265. It's pretty good. It's pretty playable. Would be better at 250, but 265 a lot better than 290.
Yeah, they already got a really huge discount.
Oh my god, look at the swarm host count from Raul. That is crazy. Swarm hosts are not siege tanks. That is a crazy amount of swarm hosts. And now Tim is on Vikings. He has Thors. He's still stacking tanks every single wave. And Raul's not stacking. So he's gonna just tap out. GG.
Tap out, yeah. Well, what can I say? Raul, you obviously didn't watch our casts. So, yeah, get wrecked.
Yep.
Oh my god, how do I need to moderate the chat.
But Tim did a good job there, man. Like,
no,
whoa, weird job.
He knows what to he knows what to do.
He pretended he was going libs. And then he went siege tank. He kind of regret going libs. He's like, maybe not libs. And then he sold it. He was like, should I go T3 libs? You know what? Nah. I'm gonna try tanks. Yeah, thanks for banning those messages. Appreciate it. Can you look ready up?
Scammers.
Alright, guys, this is the casters drinking haterade for Raul. Oh man. What?
We want to, encourage Raul to be more engaged and come back.
We're trying to shame him into playing better.
Exactly.
Okay, guys. Game number 3 between Raul and Tim. Raul playing Protoss
PvZ.
against Tim playing Zerg. Temilian going for something similar to David, where it's like Zerg, Terran, Zerg, Terran, Zerg. But he plays such a different style of both Zerg and Terran.
So what about this Zealot?
Yeah, no. No blink.
I think that that's just one less stalker, right? Hmm.
I mean, zealots don't blink. What else can I say?
Mm-hmm. So he has tier 2. Let's see. He built back, I think.
Oh, that one lurker is just shy out of range of the bunker, and he's gonna stack and. Yep, Temilian microing the lurker, the siege.
Hmm.
Dude, the lurker micro is such a game changer. +1 range is not a joke. Especially when it like changes a lot of the interactions.
Hmm.
Especially
Nice snipe on the lurker.
especially the
Sorry?
bunker interaction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know if he needed to blink in there because now he's gonna be too close to the cannon and he's gonna be in the same situation as before. He won't be able to kill it because his stack is not big enough and he won't be able to kill the lurkers in time either. Like,
Oh, he killed them.
yeah, now, but let's see the next wave. Like the next couple of waves.
Okay, nice blinks.
Okay.
He's doing the job.
This
Yeah.
is this is not a bad stack. He got the plus armor. Good, he remembered.
Damn, this is
Okay.
like.
He needs to be, I think, aggressive here. Mm.
It's like we're getting Raul
Uh,
2.0.
Yeah, but he killed the cannon, but he can't clear this. Oh, look at the DT. Will the DT make the difference?
Oh, the lurker got it with the AoE.
Mm.
Also, he got an observer. And the oracle.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. Like, okay, let's see the shots. Mm, okay.
Yeah, you're spending 500 minerals to kill 300.
One lurker. Yeah.
It's not a good trade. You can only do that when you have like 30 disruptors like Chashka does.
Mm-hmm.
But with
And
just...
they and aimbot. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah! Yes, aimbot.
Mm.
Very important. You need aimbot for those disruptors.
Yes, exactly.
You gotta do the sheets. This is a big
Yeah,
disruptor count. I like this. Okay, there's something.
this wasn't terrible.
Well, blinking.
He can shoot again.
Okay,
Okay.
it's pretty good.
If he lands now, he could push. Let's see. Ooh,
Oh, okay.
not bad.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
good.
Look, these are pretty good actually. And look, he's gonna stack him, and he's gonna catch him, and he's gonna have a bunch of disruptors his way. It's gonna be amazing. Look, he's adding immortals now too. Does Shashka coach him, or what? Like in between games?
Mm,
I'm telling you, man, this is Raul 2.0.
yeah. He got some really nice shots there. It like turned the game.
Yeah, as long as you kill the lurkers, you don't need the most amazing disruptor shots. You need them to clear the stack from the opponent.
Okay, those were not that great. They all went into that one swarm host.
Yeah, he's gonna clear somewhat, most of the stack.
Mhm.
But I'm starting to get worried though. That there's a lot of queen plus swarm host. Look, 4 lurkers.
Yeah, look,
and 3 swarm hosts.
4 lurker. Ooh, and the broodlord. Uh-oh.
That broodlord's a problem.
It's a pretty fast broodlord as well. 10 minutes.
There's nothing here to stop these broodlords. So basically, the broodlords come out, and the immortal damage, the DPS from the emos just goes down to 0.
Mm.
Makes it very important that you land your disruptor shots. Ideally, you blink under the Broodlords and kill them. But there's so much Queen Lurker Swarm Host going on here. He's not going to be able to clear this. The Zerg is slowly pushing. Even Viper going to be coming out. I'm so surprised by the Viper.
Why?
He's not using it to abduct the Broodlord. He's just abducting random things. Well, the
Oh.
Blinding Cloud is amazing, though.
I mean, the abduct on the enemy units is really strong. Like if I see that I like absolutely don't need to save my broods, I usually also just use it on the units. Okay, so there's a first Colossus up.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to respond in this situation anymore. I guess the Protoss.
I think it's good. I think the Colossus is pretty good. Like he actually, but maybe it would be again better here that he just waited till the Nexus. It is tricky though because of the Vipers.
Yeah, but he's on one gas now. Like, if you wait till the Nexus, you can stack a lot better and have more gas, and your opponent will have less of a stack. Stacking at bunker is a little bit scarier. But I like this. He's adding like a lot of Void Ray to deal with the Corruptor. And the Colossus are doing the job, but it's just so far away from Nexus is the problem. So you don't have enough stack going on.
Yeah, there's basically no unit stacked, right? He's just like, they're just like resetting each other here, but the Zerg is slowly stacking like a unit or two here and there. So like the Zerg is holding the middle, and he has the gas advantage, and there's no like potential of a like really death stack or death ball from the Protoss.
And between the Broodlord and the Blinding Clouds, like it's forcing the Protoss army to go front and do no damage. Oh no, Tempest! This is like, once Tempest came out last PvC that they played, like that's when it all started going downhill. So this is like a nightmare unit. I don't know, like this is like a bad omen, beginning of the end.
Well, it's a good kind of stack. I don't know. What's the upgrades? +2. So Zerg is on 3-3. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, these upgrades from Zergs are amazing. Look, Ultra gonna come out even.
I think Ultras are pretty good against the high Colossus count.
I think Raul's Temilian's got this, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, like he's keeping Raul in this awkward position and just in front of the bunker, and it's not going anywhere.
And the thing is, he's keeping them in front of the bunker, but at the same time, Raul's not stacking anything.
Yeah.
It's like the absolute perfect scenario for Tim.
For
He's
the
also
Zerg,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, he's also ahead one gas.
he could actually add mutas here maybe because there's only two archons. Ooh, a mothership. I like that. I like the mothership. Like this is the one, but he needs to save his
Cloak? Time warp?
no time warp. Yeah, I think for this wave. So I think he should just save it here. Maybe.
Minus 700.
So what do you think? Mothership 600, right? I think that was the original suggestion. Or 650, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. See, it has so little
600,
health
right?
and attack. So
Yeah.
it's not
I mean,
amazing.
at 600, I think it would actually be viable in like to get it, even in PvP, right?
It
Like,
would be viable to make it every game, yeah. 600.
mhm.
Like if you're T3, you would get a mothership. So maybe 650 is the right number. Make it so it's not viable in every scenario, but it's gettable. Or at least I would like to try 650. It's 700 now, right?
I mean, I think it's like it's a fun unit. It has cloak, it has time warp, like so I would like to see it like to just be used every time you get tier 3. But sure.
It's 700, right?
Yeah, 700.
Yeah, so maybe we can go to 650 first, and then we'll see from there. I don't want to see it every game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because then it's basically a hero unit. And that's not standard, you know?
Sure. It's not? Hmm.
No. Wow, I can't believe it's been 20 minutes of us watching just this
Like
fight at
then,
the
yes.
fight near the
What
bunker.
what is this? Like does the bunker even die this game?
Is this like a 40-minute game where the timer just runs out? Like, what is this? I thought for sure Tim would have won by now. Like,
I don't know, is he like keeping him here on purpose? Or or is this just like natural turn of
yeah,
events?
I think so because he's on T4. It's not like he's lowering his attack speed or anything. You know, like if you want to skip here, you probably skip T4, get it later. But he absolutely got T4.
I mean, this is pretty crazy.
I think it's just like the nature of Swarm Host, Queen, Broodlord.
I mean, they got the it's hilarious that they got like the exact composition that keeps them here somehow.
I don't think we could do this intentionally if we tried.
I would like to see maybe some storms from Raul.
Oh yeah, we saw Pax trying storms in PvZ, and it looked amazing. Like the games he lost, I don't think it was related to the storms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like Pack's composition. I just maybe I forgot a little about those games, so I'm not sure exactly what went wrong.
Same. Plus, feedback would have been nice. Like, there's so many energy units.
Mm-hmm. The cannon is still up and it's 31 minutes.
Bro, the cannon's almost max HP. Also, Tim's cannon is gone.
Yeah.
But now we're on 31 minutes.
I think that the tier 4 is gonna kick in. And
that's bad for Raul.
But like I said, like look, this Tempest are holding, they're holding their ground, but
Dude, they're timing out, and it still doesn't matter
yeah,
because the DPS is so low. I'm not a fan of Tempest,
mm,
except anything against like maybe carriers or PCs.
yeah. I mean, they have their cases where they have to be used.
But it's
They have their
usually
use
after
cases.
you've exhausted every other alternative.
Yeah.
Like you need
I
all
mean,
these other units before Tempest are good.
ooh, there we go. 33. What was it?
Yeah, almost
33,
34.
55, something like that. Oh, that's 1-5 too many, but yeah.
Wow, this game has been long as hell.
But it's interesting. I don't know. It's like it's
It's different.
you know, Raul is trying to hit his disruptors everywhere. Uh, Team is trying to not fall asleep, and
Yeah, it's so hard for Tim.
exactly.
He could probably take a break in between games, go get a glass of water, come back, still be ahead.
I mean, let's see the APM. So yeah. Oh, but actually, Team's higher on the APM somehow. So, so what's going on? Is this autocast from Raul? Like
His APM is
he's
0.
not? Yes.
Zero, literally 0 APM.
Yeah, it's autocast. Look. Okay. I think he's just processing the loss right now.
This is a 40-minute game loss, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh god, okay. I wasn't ready for a 40-minute game. Oh, that's a big stack. That's a big
Yeah, but
Tempest
he
mothership stack.
used he had disruptors on autocast and they all went off on the leak.
Uh,
Yeah. Look, they went all off. Sorry, my English went to hell.
I think he mentally gave up.
Yeah, because he actually did have a stack here, right? Like the mothership like almost double stack.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's only the Tempest stacking and they kind of time out. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, 40-minute game. Yeah, Tim had 4 gas quite a long time ago. Or, well, not maybe 4 gas, but he had 2 gas for the longest time, and then he's very far ahead in gas. Yep,
Yeah.
over 2,000 minerals difference.
Hmm.
GG. Tim gonna take it 3-0 over Raul. And that means Tim will play against Kida for the 5th place match.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we had some really fast games today
And some slow ones. God damn, it was slow. So
and a couple of slow ones. Yeah.
the ones at the end were very slow.
Yeah.
Kida coming back every single game very slowly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are a bunch of comebacks there.
Yeah, guys. So we have literally 6 matches, 5 matches left total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 match. No, never mind. Okay, 5 matches left total to cover in the whole tournament. One of them we already covered, which was Shashka against Torgi. We already covered that one.
Exactly.
So that means we
So
have 4
only
total
one?
matches.
Four, yeah.
4 total matches left to cover, and that's it. This tournament is over. So we have left to cover Kachar versus Davidmaster. The winner of that faces off against Shashka in the finals. And we have the 5th place match, which is Kida versus Temilian. And we have the 3rd place match, which is Torgi against the loser of Kachar versus Davidmaster. So look forward to those matches. We'll be covering them over next week. We'll finish this tournament off for once and forever if Torgi plays against Kachar. Then we'll finish off this tournament. Davidmaster versus Shashka is happening on Thursday at 15 CET, so stay tuned in for that. Yeah, I'm gonna head over. I'm gonna head out. Anything you want to add, Kachar?
No. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for casting, streaming.
Yeah, another 4-hour stream. Very nice.
It felt. I didn't feel the 4 hours, to be honest. This felt faster for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it was the fast games at the beginning. It's just.
Yeah, I started feeling slower at 3 hours, but then I recovered, and I think this is a good time to hop off. Well, thank you, Kachar, for streaming with me. It's very nice. My knowledge of 1v1 isn't as extensive as yours, so it's very nice that you can help me stream.
Of course, yeah.
And,
it's a pleasure.
Hopefully add some value to the people watching so they win all their 1v1 games. Okay, well, that's it. GG's, guys. Have a nice end of the weekend, and have a good shift at work tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.